Uh, get a quick roll call. Average,
Yo.
Bizian,
Hi, hi.
Cake,
Yep.
Cloudy,
I'm here.
Sakura. All right, I'll see you in 30 seconds. All right. Thank you all for joining me for another episode of Fantasy of the Past. This is episode 27, and I'm sure it's going to be a blast. In any case, I believe Average or Amrut taking us away with a recap. Do consider our dear friend Lewis actually wasn't here last session, so the more you can remember, the best. But whatever you got for us, we appreciate it.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Let me turn this heater off. Hold on. It's loud as fuck. All right. So, last we left off. Because we don't know the world's about to fucking end, at least in Icarus. So essentially, while Lewis and Phoenix are experiencing the potential apocalypse of Icarus, the rest of the heroes are just leaving the shop after Judas has bought Amrut some new drip and a haircut. And the first place to go after that is the Blue Notes, which is a essentially like a blues jazz kind of restaurant. My kind of music, not Amrut's kind of music. Miles varies across the board, I think. I don't know for the rest of the characters, but there's good food, good music. There's a bear, and there's also a another character who's a waitress, and she's actually Sora's biggest fan, and her name is Bananu. Am I saying that right, Sakura?
Uh-huh.
And Bananu has been essentially reading Judas her articles for as long as she's been writing them, and she's a big fan of Sora. And essentially, as we have our food and fun food fellowship, essentially, Bananu kind of like gets to have a break. That's why I think she's just off for the rest of the day, actually, thanks to her boss. And she just gets to hang out with us. This is it, really, Sakura, okay? And also who shows up is, I don't. We need to kill this guy, guys. Please. It's Creed, who kind of joins, or he wants to join the Blue Note as a cook, as a chef. And before he can, though, he has to essentially perform like the owner did before. He essentially performs. He asks the crowd for a different word to create a song. And or really Amrut, gives him like the hardest possible word. He does decently, though, or at least he would have, if not for someone putting a laxative in his drink. And so he has a disgraceful exit. And eventually we also leave as well and go to a underground fighting pit that Bananu essentially joins every now and then as she trains to be just like her hero. And Sora enters the fight. Also, who is there is the members of the Hand, the people who are essentially harassing Phoenix's family. So while Sora is essentially competing, Judas and Amrut are also doing things on the side. and Bananu is supporting Sora. And Amrut essentially finds out that the Hannah are doing something this tonight, as well as trying to deal with Phoenix's family like the following week, I believe. But for the fight itself, or the two fights. Now, the first person she fought, I actually don't. I know this was Hakai. What was the name of the first guy? It's like two people. Yeah. This ogre guy. They're kind of twins, so it's kind of 2v1. I don't know if it's really legal, but it's underground fighting. But Sora actually fucks this guy up pretty quickly. You know, easy work. But the next person is a strange figure named Hakai, who fights very similar to Sora. He can actually like stand on his very long sword. No innuendo there. As they go back and forth, strike for strike, stun for stun. Unfortunately, also due to be honest, due to the fight before as well, Sora holds her own, but she is defeated by Hakai, and it's actually Dondo. So they kind of have a moment there as well. As they, I don't know if they rekindle everything, but it's something. And as the fight ends, that's about where we left off at, I believe.
That's correct. You guys are settling down, getting ready to head out of here. Probably already headed out of here. That's what you're up to now. I guess it's up to you to tell me. What would you guys have gone after that event? Are you tuckered out from the day? You guys did a lot of stuff. Is there other stuff you'd like to do? But in any case, you do need to roll yourself a D3.
Gotcha.
After that fight, Sora is really feeling it. She doesn't even have hit die left when she rests to heal herself. So she's happy and smiley, but it's very clear she is winded. I think I am due for a bath.
Bananu offers her shoulders and her body to be underneath your arm to help support you if need be.
She will take it for now.
How late at night is it? Would Banana be headed off her own way?
About 6:37.
Oh, that's not that late.
Gotcha. Do we like reconvene outside of the ring essentially? Or are we still kind of like...
It's entirely up to you if you still want to be at the event or if you've already made your way back into the city. You know, it's probably about a 40-minute trip to get back to the Harpy, so you might already be starting that long-ass walk. But you could also go somewhere else in the city, or you could still be at the event. You tell me where your characters are.
Sora would like to make her way back to the Hoppy.
Understood.
Banana will follow, trying to make small talk.
Judith would have kind of hung out with Royal a little bit, and just to kind of get the vibe and the schedule, and looking forward to coming back, and to put other fighters that they want to put over, and how that's all going, and just learn about the fight scene a bit more. But I've left with everybody.
Understood.
Ooh, sports reporter.
That's a good paying job. Yeah. If you would have spent some time with Red Royal after the bout, he's more than happy to talk about the ring. It may be in a questionable place in the neighborhoods, but it is actually a legal place. So even if a lot of illegal stuff goes down here. In any case, he would just tell you about the fighters and that until recently, no one really was beating Deborah and Melgamore. So he's shocked to see so many people come through and wipe the floor of him. He would also just tell you the lineups, and that most nights we don't have championship bouts. So it's just usually regular people. They also sanction beef matches. And when you inquire what a beef match is, it's not food. It's not an eating contest. If two people are having a dispute, they can legally fight it out in the ring here.
I would be curious about like who runs it. If it's not, if it's a legal thing, but are there, like, I'm sure there's a lot of corruption in the area too. Like, is there like, is it like that kind of a thing? Is it like on the hush, or is it all above the boards?
Give me a persuasion, see if how much he'll tell you. He won't tell you everything, even if you're real good, but he
Yeah.
might tell you something. He tells you that it's owned by 4 individuals, but he's not allowed to reveal their names. Though he says
Right.
he'll at least reveal his own, that he is 1/4 of the partners, the rest are private.
Okay. Well, I look forward to coming back and seeing this, and seeing the fighting continue in a later time.
But he tells you the press are free here, as long as they are writing good about them. If they start writing bad about them, they got to pay to get in like everybody else.
I'll leave while saying, well, I'll make sure to pay next time, just in case.
You see, Red, he'll just chuckle. Aha! It sounds like a caw. In any case, you'd eventually catch up with your friends, or are you going your own way?
Yeah, I'd go up to everybody.
Okay, cool. So we got Judith, Sora, Amrut, and Bananu together for now. So we'll get to the harpies soon. Anything you do along the way? Sounds like a negative to me. So you guys getting back to the harpy? You just copied Bananu. I wasn't sure if she was going with you guys.
Of course.
You sure it's okay for me to go in with you?
If it's not, I'll punch them.
You still got more in you, don't ya?
Always have to.
When you arrive back at the Harpy, most people are here. The other students are inside, as well as the teacher, Alexia. To the left of you, you can see Donzo hanging out himself, licking his wounds. He's rather quiet, but he does wave his staff at you guys to say hi before he turns whatever he's doing.
Sora would point down at Dondo when his back is turned at Bananu. There he is. That is my brother over there.
You want me to do anything to him?
What? No. He's a great man, Dondo.
Okay. She's gonna like step foot in and then look around for a little bit, even though the blue note had so much more flavor. Kind of, this place is like legendary. It's at the top of the hill, like only the rich people get to go in here. So she's just gonna stand for a minute and ooh and ah before she catches up with Sora.
Sora's gonna put a hand on Bananu and gesture towards the table. Over there is Tasha. Really great woman, that one. Leader of the opposite class. And one of my many true rivals, Sasuke, or Quill as we call him.
Gotcha.
He's a
Yeah.
fun one.
Tasha, Quill.
When you walk in, they just kind of recognize your presence, nod. Right now, they're eating some sausage. Alexia seems to be reading a book, and Quill is he's on edge, like he almost lost money, but maybe made money. I don't know.
Here, come along. I shall introduce you.
When you get to the table, you see Alexia close her book, and she goes, "Sora, what's going on?"
Oh, I had quite the exhilarating fighting match down in the city today.
Well, that's good to hear. Where is your teacher, the old man?
I think he stood behind to talk to Clemdor, if I think correctly. They should be getting back here soon. I was gonna go and wait for them.
Let's see, I definitely have to talk to him about tomorrow's classes, so if you see him before I do, send him my way, please.
Of course. Everyone, I would like you to meet a friend I made today. Her name is Bananu.
Her right hand comes up and does a little wave by her cheek. Hello.
see Quill looks at you and he looks at Sora. Then he looks angry, but he turns around, just stares at the wall, and he says, "Hi."
She's not a new rival, Quill.
He jumps over next to Bananu. "It's great to meet you."
You too. Can I see if she recognizes him?
Sure. Give me an investigation or an insight, either is fine. Or even perception would work.
Oh, it's in this.
Vaguely, there's lots of fauna about. So it's tough. It's one of those faces that you feel like you met him some before, but you can't quite capture it.
Do I know you from somewhere?
I go down to the Corvine almost every night. Do you frequent that place?
I do sometimes. In fact, we were there tonight. Sora did amazing. You really should have seen it.
Yeah, but he whispers, "My sponsored fighter did better."
Oh, she just narrows her eyes at him and smiles.
Hey. I didn't know Sora was going to be fighting. I was just trying to make some easy coin. I knew someone who could beat up anyone.
What did you make, Quill?
Now, let's see here. He walks over to the table. He grabs a bag under it, starts counting it. Ha! I made 217 gold pieces. The house took their cut. By the way, the house doesn't tell you they're taking their cut until they pay you, and they take more than half of what you own.
That seems rude.
Yeah, it's whatever though. I walked in, only 100 gold. Walked out, 200 and some change.
And this over here is Tasha, one of the greatest bowmen I've ever seen.
Nice to meet you, Bananu.
Banana nuts. Same.
She's fletching some arrows right now as she's indulging in some food. She looks at you and she goes, "Interested in joining the academy? Are you a rune warrior, or are you just a friend of Sora?"
She was about to speak, and then she said friend of Sora, and she just like kind of gets starstruck for a moment. Yeah, I've got some powers, but I wouldn't say I'm good enough for the academy.
Nonsense. The academy is for everyone. Your strength is not a measure of whether you qualify or not, but how good you work in the team, and if you're reliable, more than anything.
Yes, Almalexia and Tasha here are very knowledgeable in this area. How about you talk with them? They can tell you about the process. I'm gonna go wait for my friend Phoenix and Lewis.
Okay.
I shall be back soon.
And as you walk out, you see Alexia puts her feet up and she pulls out like this recruiter little notebook. She's like, everything you need is in this book if you ever want to join the academy. Now, they say you don't have to be strong, but I will tell you that they only accept very few students. So you want to try to at least be better than the other applicants.
I'll have to run it past the Golds. They might not be able to keep the place running without me.
Oh, Mr. Gold. The name is familiar.
Best blues joint in town.
Oh, I've been there before. I went on a date there. It's a really nice place.
She'll flip through the paperwork.
Yeah, and as you're doing that, what's Judith up to? Where's Judith Bloom? Wait, is she on the map or did I delete her?
Yeah, I moved her up to the thing. As they were all walking in, and Judith would like see all the excitement and kind of look to Amrut and be like, I'm not really feeling too good. I'm just gonna go get some air.
All right.
And then she would pass by and see Dando sitting over there, and she would go to like put her hand up like she's getting ready to speak to him, and then she's like, and kind of go up to the top and just kind of sit down and just kind of go over her notes and start doing some writing.
When you pull your notes out to do some writing, you hear a voice. It's like a little bird. It almost looks like a duck, or in between a duck and a swan, but it's sitting perched beneath you on the cliffside. And it says to you, "What are you writing?"
It's an actual duck that's sitting next to me.
Or a swan, or in between a swan and a duck.
And it's speaking to me.
What are you writing?
I pinch myself a little bit. And then I'd say, oh, I'm just putting together some notes for my story. Who are you, Goose? Mr.
Ooh.
Goose Duckling person?
Eh? I'm not real.
Oh, great.
I'm your conscience.
And what does my conscience like to say to me today?
Stop looking for JP Morgan.
Oh. Why is that? I thought he wanted to see me.
It only ended in ruin for you.
Why do you say that?
You are quite literally asking yourself, why don't you evaluate why you want to find him?
I will. I will. I will. I will try to think on why I'd want to find him. But it's so restful up here. You know, I keep thinking I kind of want to take a nap. Don't you?
Tonight's going to be an eventful night. If you take a nap, I suggest you take it with the heartbeats.
Sure thing. As I say that, I'm casting sleep at 3rd level.
For yourself or the duckling thing?
On the duckling thing.
You see the duckling just passes out.
Great. I will just kind of use some twine and things like that and kind of tie up the duckling. Cover them, cover the mouth, the beak shut.
Yeah, while you're holding it, you definitely know this is physical and it's not your conscious.
Yeah. Judith will be like, well, I never heard of a duck. That's not my spirit animal, so I knew that couldn't have been true. And she'll go back and walk over. And now that now she's walking back and she sees now that Sora is over next to Dondo now, she'll kind of let them have their own little moment. She'll go find her pal Amrut.
Yes, man. All right, well, let's give you a break briefly. And Sora, you see Dando, there's a pile of rocks next to him, and he tosses them into the sky before batting them with his staff. Well, his staff is much smaller, like the size of a pencil.
Hello, brother.
Yes, sister.
Ooh, you sound like you're in a tiff today.
Sometimes I'm just wondering, what's the point of all this? You know, when I fought you tonight, when I heard about your fight tonight,
Ah,
just kept thinking about something.
what's that, Dondo?
The thrill and excitement of just living a normal life. Those people in that place, from what I heard, they don't worry about saving the world. They don't worry about doing good in some stupid academy. They damn sure don't worry about being outclassed by their siblings. But what if we just lived a simple life? The school requires too much of us.
They do ask a lot from us. And to be honest with you, Dondo, some days I really miss the simple life of living on the island. But it is people like us that allow them to live in peace. It's not a very easy one, but we fill the cycle in our own way. But if you are thinking you don't want to do this anymore, there's no shame in that either.
Listen, I'm the strongest around. Let's get that right.
The strongest in, I believe, physically, yes, Dondo. But
And
I can tell
I've got no luck with women. When people tell me I look damn good all the time, how come none of those girls care?
Well, do you think you'll listen to me when I say this, or will you think I'm just being a stupid girl?
You see, he's picking his nose and he looks at you and he goes, "Hey,
Yes?
you just said something, but I wasn't listening.
Are
But I'm all
Thunder.
ears now."
you sure? I think you missed a spot.
Yeah,
And she whacks him at the back of the head.
you know, if that guy in the ring that night was a rune warrior and used his rune power, he'd be done for.
Most likely. But one day I know I'll be strong enough to fight people like him.
Like hell. I mean, yeah, of course.
Same as the day you will find your way to connect with people, Dondo.
Yeah.
You have it.
So give me some advice. Not on just ladies, but life. There's got to be more to being a hero than just fighting everyone else's fight.
Yeah, there is. Well, being a hero means being able to understand there's more responsibility than just beating up the next evil thing next to you. Or just beating up anything, really.
Hey,
It's more a question. Would the world be better if I take a life or to spare one?
yeah. You know, I'm really happy Amrut came back. I never had a strong relationship with Amrut. But when he died, I blamed myself. I got there just enough time to help preserve his life. I lowered my guard. Then he was taken from us. And even though he's back, I can't help but think the odds. And I got lucky this time. But what if it's you next time? I'll never forgive myself.
If I were to go one day, I would want you to forgive yourself. You deserve love. You deserve a happy life, Dondo. Do not let my death make you miserable. Let it fill you with happiness.
Hey, you have that girl-to-girl thing, don't you, going on?
What does that mean?
You know, when girls get together, they can talk and tell stuff they won't tell the guys. That's what Creed told me. It's called girl talk.
We like to talk about things more on our side of things, yes?
Well, at least find out if Tasha's interested in me. That could help. What if the endeavors are pointless?
I can do that for you, Dondo. And actually, I've had a bit of a plan recently on how we can help you with that.
Nice.
So, usually the best way to understand if someone has interest in you is sometimes if your attention begins to waver to something else and they begin to grow irritable, it's a clear sign that they like you. Oh, and there he goes.
He looks back, hey, thanks for the chat, sir.
Bye, Dondo.
Hey, were you saying something just now?
No, I said nothing.
Women are gonna love me.
Truly, apparently Palm is my second greatest adversary to face. And then Sora will just sit down on the pier, kicking her legs and just watching the road for when Lewis and Phoenix would hopefully arrive, humming a little soft melody to herself.
All right. Before Dendo would have gotten to Judith and Lewis, not Lewis, Amrut, did you engage him, Or Amber, did you engage her when she walked over? I'll put him about halfway.
Are we just making it to the harpy?
Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot you dropped out. So you guys had made it to the Harpy, and people were just hanging out. But now he's talking about applying to the school, not necessarily joining herself, but she was recommended by Sora. You heard what Dando and Sora's up to, and Judith just knocked out a strange duck that was telling her to give up on J.P. Morgan. It was also pretending to be her conscious.
Actually, was that like on the in the street, or was that just like did Amrut see that happen?
No, Judith was by herself in the top left of the map, and now is walking up to you with a strange duck wrapped up and bundled.
Amrut.
You know we just ate, right?
Yeah. This strange duck started speaking to me. That might sound a little, a little out of there, but I'm okay to speaking with different creatures. But they said that I should stop looking for J.P. Morgan, and that was a figment of my imagination. So, who knows? Like maybe when the duck wakes up, it actually might be an actual duck. I just had to make sure that it was. Oh yeah.
No, yeah, that's a strange scare tactic to send a fucking duck to do your dirty work. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll like poke the duck in her arm and see if it's like corporeal material.
Yeah, I mean, it just feels like a regular animal, especially when since she has it wrapped up and nothing changed.
Well,
Uh,
I'll try to wake it up. Hey, duck.
Its beak is like shut, so it's like.
I'll take my dagger out. Hold still, and he'll cut the rope at its mouth. You catch any of that, or
Something about Affleck or Quack or something. I'm not sure.
what? I thought you said the thing was speaking like clearly to you.
It was. Hey, Duck Goose. What were you saying again about who was that? You said some name. It was kind of a forgettable, waste of time name. I can't remember what it was. Do you know what it was?
What's he saying now?
He just said Quack. I'm out of.
What?
I'm out of. I'm out of a third level spell, or also to cast tongues on it. But all right. Well, hey, at least we found something to eat later on.
You can make it talk. Don't worry. Give it here.
Maybe we can put a leash on it, and it can be like I can have like a pet duck.
Do we really need another pet at this point in time?
No, not at all. We
Well,
have too many. We have a turtle, an egg, Lewis.
Sora, we'll figure the duck thing out. Aside from that, though, there were some guys from that group we were talking about before at the fight.
Oh yeah.
I had spoke to them a little bit. They knew me from back in the day. I guess me and my other self, we've both done a little bit of work, I'd say. Him probably more, But now they let me in on something about something going down tonight. And then in a week's time, that's when they're going to move on Phoenix's family.
What's happening tonight?
Just a job. They said we'll have more details when we get there. But what I was thinking, though, I don't know if we probably need to go scoop up Phoenix and Noel, but we could maybe find information. If we can find their boss there, we could just nip this shit in the bud now before they even find her family.
Yeah, a little recon. That sounds great. I wish I hadn't wasted a spell on this duck. But yeah.
I'll be all right. But yeah, something to talk to the group about, I guess.
Okay, sounds good.
See, the duck is just mouth. It's
Yeah.
open. It's just listening to everything you guys are saying.
Yeah. Can I insight the duck to see if...
Sure.
Can this thing understand us? I'm confused.
Yeah, you think it's able to understand common, but it honestly can't speak. So whatever it was possessing it earlier must have left when you put it to sleep. It's definitely not just a regular duck. I mean, it is in most cases, but it seems to be learnt in our language.
Is it like a rune beast? Is that a rune on it, or is it just a normal duck?
It's possibly an awakened duck,
Oh.
which is a druid spell.
Okay.
Make an animal just be intelligent, but it doesn't seem to have the ability to talk.
Smart duck.
Right?
All right, duck. Well, you get to hang out with us for a little bit, all right? We won't hurt you, I promise. But we need to figure out who possessed you, okay?
He just nods, literally just is flapping his beaker.
If you stay here with us, I'll make sure that you stay well fed, alive, and whatever needs you have are met.
He's trying to wiggle out the rest of the bindings on his body.
You promise you won't leave, right?
He flaps again.
Here. And he'll just like grab it by the neck and like lift it up. Let's go inside.
All right, you guys go inside. Dendo comes in behind you. He doesn't say anything though, but he just nods at Bananu. And he grabs this chair and he sits in it. He looks at Tasha. He didn't say anything to her. Just grabs one of the sausages on the table and begins eating.
Oh, brother.
So this looks like some really serious stuff. How do you guys like being students?
Tasha tells you, the academy is great. It requires much of us, but we're also the face of the world one day. The people who will defend all people. So you can't expect it to be an easy life, but it's rewarding. I've traveled more places in the world than I had it in just this last year than I've in my entire life. I've eaten interesting foods, met great people, including meeting you today, all because of the studies they've sent us on. It
And
comes
you've
with a high
almost
price.
died how many times?
Well, yeah, we almost die a lot, he says to you. But we're the ones fighting the bad guys. If a big monster's rampaging through the town, I'm probably the one that shows up to deal with it. If that fancies you, then the academy would be perfect. And Donna goes, if you just like beating stuff up, that's good too. You don't have to do all that heroic stuff. Go up to someone, wham! You can give them a certified, legalized punch right in the face. No questions asked, no arresting afterwards.
Without any warning?
Well, presumably they did something horrible. Maybe they give you a dirty look in a bar. You punch them in the face. Hey, I'm from the Fairlands. Officially sanctioned to beat ass.
You're a little aggressive.
Hey! Yes. How old are you anyways?
Why do you want to know?
Because I don't like if a little kid's talking down to me. But maybe you're a big kid in the little kid's body.
Yeah, we'll go with that one.
He just folds his arms. And then he aggressively eats his sausage. Quill tells you that I've never felt important a day of my life. When I stepped into the academy, it didn't take long to feel like someone special. And yeah, I'm not the coolest kid around, and I don't have a really prevalent role versus some of the other students that the academy has an eye on. But it's something special about feeling important, feeling like you matter, and that other people depend on you. And I think that in this less than a year, I've experienced so much growth in my character. My selfish tendencies are still there, but they've lessened. And I really just want to be someone the world can rely on.
Wow, you're all like really open and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta be. I'm Quill Qatar. I'm an open book. Read me.
And that's okay. I'm busy. She goes back to
Oh,
flipping through the stuff.
he starts crying and Dando's patting him on his back. Yeah, listen, man. You're just not that important in the grand scheme of things. He's trying to comfort him, but he's doing such a horrible job. Quill's like crying.
Banana, sometimes you gotta be, to fit in around here, you gotta be really good at your own self monologues. So.
I didn't mean to make you cry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm nobody. I'm still more important than Creed,
No.
right? I'm more important than Creed, right?
Oh, I don't know. Creed's the guy with the sausages, right?
No, he doesn't. He got the sausage thing going for him. Oh no. I'm slowly becoming the least important member of the other students.
I think he's Mr. Gold's newest employee, so I don't know if he'll still be a part of your team. That'll be interesting to see.
He gets a smile on his beak, however his beak forms. He goes, good, good, good. And you see Alexi goes, and on that note, I will turn in. It's only 8 o'clock, but someone's sleeping somewhere.
Can I have brought the duck over here to...
Sure. I'll give you control of this little duck token, so if you're moving it around into a few.
Alright, cool. I'll say, we'll have to wait until another time so I can actually learn your name. I was just thinking, like, you can't write, can you? Oh, you don't have hands. But this place is fantastic for a lot of reasons. Here, I'll see if can I see if I can order like a bowl of insects? Do they have that kind of shit here?
No, not a bowl of insects.
Like some kind of anything that a duck would probably eat.
Well, bread. You can probably get him bread. Seeds. They would have seeds and bread and liquids.
Yeah, seeds. I thought the bread was unhealthy for ducks, but that's just what they say at the ponds. Yeah, I'll see if I can find a bunch of seeds.
The duck sits there, and you see that he almost has a really gentlemanly posture. And he sits down, his neck is like really straight, and almost like you're sitting in your seat with your back pressed, properly seated. Which, unfortunately, I'm not doing. I need to do that.
Just like looking at him eating. Look kind of cute, or is he just like ripping through it?
He's just standing, like he's just completely still, facing forward towards the teacup, waiting for his whatever you're gonna bring him to eat.
I'll put the bowl of seed in front of him.
You see him grab a fork, or a spoon with his beak, scoop it up, lift the spoon to the sky so that the seeds fall into his mouth. It looks like he's working harder, not smarter.
Yeah. I'll reach my hand in and make a little cup of seeds, and I'll use my hand instead. Here, try this.
He just starts eating out of your hand. Huh?
It's weird, but can I pet you?
He just nods.
Give him a pet. And yeah, Judas will
Wait a
just be
second.
sitting there chilling.
He's not eating the seeds. He's they're in his mouth, but he's not eating them. You see that he's spitting them on a table, and while you're sitting there, it looks like it's forming words. And it spells out D.
Oh, okay.
D.
Okay. D-A. Dan. Dang. Danger. Win. I'm gonna call you Danger from now
He
on.
starts eating up all the seeds again. Pushes them around in his mouth.
Okay. S-O-O. Where?
He looks frustrated, flustered. And he pulls him in.
Hey, you're the one. I can't speak. Man, I can't speak duck yet. All. Soon.
And I'm also on quote with the all. The structure, the harpy, it shakes. It's really subtle, but it's just like everything shakes for like half a second.
Judith will, after feeling that, she'll go, fuck. And just kind of stand up and say, hey, everyone, something's happening. Something's happening.
And he spells out divination. Maybe they know something, but it takes him a while to spell it out. And when he finishes spelling out divination, the structure shakes again, and you can start hearing panic from up the mountain. It's not Lewis and them, but just people that live a little higher on the mountain of the highland, screaming or something. From outside, to get another perspective, Sora, you would see something shooting into the air. It's really difficult to make out. It looks like a tiny bead, but it's shooting into the air and parting the clouds.
Sora, who is singing a soft melody to herself, snaps out of it, puts Aethon down in a secure place, and stands up to watch.
While you're watching the sky, you could see dozens of Sky Knights who populate the upper districts more than the lower districts, of course, spewing into the air. This isn't a normal, like, going to arrest someone or enforcing the law. This is a miniature army. And I think what catches your eyes, or maybe it's just another day in your life, but one of the wyverns and Sky Knights gets turned to dust. Yeah, they were just exploded right before your very eyes.
Sora sweeps up Aethon's egg and will rush towards the front, placing him down next to the window, waving to everyone in a frantic manner, and goes to run back to where she can see this all better.
In that brief moment, moving faster than anything you've ever seen, even faster than Dando, a dragon takes to the sky, perhaps a wyvern. On its back, stunning and beautiful young lady. It's hard to tell exactly who she is, though her such bright pink hair is unmistakable. It's that thing you saw on the floor in the manor, most beautiful person in the world. She's on the back of this dragon heading into the skies. And the Sky Knights are nothing more than flies to this creature. You can see a retreat. It's being already hailed, though the fight has been less than 5 minutes, and for your presence, less than a minute or two. And everyone is starting to get outside behind you, just slowly, just people looking up, shocked. A lot of shit's going on, too much. And a lot of it's misinformation because there's only one threat, but all around you, you're wondering if there's more.
Given Bananu is Fauna, would she recognize the pink-haired lady?
Yeah, for sure. You would know that that's Mother Nature. The fauna people love her.
Yeah, she picked up Aether and is carrying it, trying to make sure the egg is secure. But when she sees that, she's gonna call for it. That's Mother Nature. What is she doing here? Whoops, sorry, I forgot my lisp.
There's something in the clouds.
What exactly do we see? Like, if I'm going to take a photo,
A spot, a little tiny speck in the sky, but it's a flash of light every now and then, and the Skynets that are a lot closer to you heading in that direction are literally being disintegrated. Something is assailing the town, and every now and then the city shakes, and you now can see fires starting to burst in random places of the city. This place is under attack. Whether it's from that one speck or a hidden army, you don't know much else.
This is bad.
Should we go down
I'll
to the
look
city
down.
and help?
I'll look down at Danger the Duck, who I'm holding, and I'll say, and I'll just look and I'll say, divination, huh?
Huh?
I think this might have something to do with our time divination daily. But yeah, we should definitely go and help as much as we can.
And so as you're looking down at this gem potion in your other hand, you've got to ask yourself, is this a fight you're going to fight? Or are you going to go down to the city and help the rest? Can you help this pink-haired lady, or will you hinder her? Will the stone give you enough power? Or is this threat too great? What's running through your head, and walk us through it, and also resolve whatever you do decide to do.
As Sora watches the battle in the clouds, every sense inside of her screaming danger. She looks down, seeing the fires and the people in danger. She has no key left. She feels very faint. Either option, she feels like she doesn't quite have enough energy. The power that her brother gave her, he views as this grand thing for battle. But for Sora, she sees a way where she can use this not for violence, but to save more lives. Her fingers clasp around it, and anyone watching her would see her slowly sink down to her crossed position, her eyes closing. In her mind, she just speaks a single name. Oh, go boss. I am not of the Aku. You have killed them. You were successful. But you still hunt me, don't you? If you would proceed with this course of action, I will be forced to take up my name. Do you still remember your name?
Son of
The Aku.
Yes.
Say it.
I am Ogobas. Nothing else. Nothing more. I am not what you think, but I will be the last you've seen. The last you remember.
No. I will be coming for you, Ogobas. And when I do, I'll be taking your hatred away from you. And I shall see you for you truly am. Because I am not Sora of the Turtle Islands. I am Sora of the Aku. And she would just squeeze as hard as she could in that moment on the gem, saying those words Sora of the Aku.
You see wind start spinning around Sora. Sora, you can feel the rest of the world around you. Everything, the houses, people that are in danger, the safest place to get to. You can feel it all. The rest of you see that the wind has turned to golden dust. And I'll let Sora describe her transformation.
You see her lift from the ground, her feet levitating from it for a moment as almost in this strobing fashion, her hair glows, her tattoos glowing, reaching up as she pries off her bandana, the wind rune and the light becoming one as it forms the sigil of a glowing moon upon her forehead. A single glowing tail emerging from her back as she lets out a loud, fearsome battle cry. Everyone, we will save as many as we can. And she downs, and she flexes forward as energy just bursts forward from her in this radiance.
So cool. Oh my god! Oh my god!
The golden goddess. She can't be. The chosen who? It's not me, he whispers under his voice. It's you. And let's take a 10-minute break so that you can get all this on your character sheet. See you all very soon.
How long have you been sitting on this character artwork? It is amazing.
I have been sitting on it for a while, yes.
It looks badass. Now we'll take it out of your GM Whisper section and put it onto your regular section because it is awesome.
It really
so
is.
Those of you who want to see it bigger, I'm going to share her character sheet again. And you scroll down in the bio section, you'll see it in all of its glory. As for the stream, you'll see it after a 10-minute break. See you guys all really soon.
Oh god, it's so cool.
God, that neon effect is so nice.
Thanks for keeping track, Cake. Essentially average. I think I'm gonna have to make a divider for the 8 stuff to make it simpler in my macros. There we go. Oh, this is so cool to read through all this. Alright.
Oh, they did so well with maintaining the accuracy with the outfit too.
Mm-hmm. Completely different artist too, but he just nailed every part of it.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't notice the little golden necklace around her neck until just now.
Yeah, she's always had that little thing there. I wanted to be
Yeah.
sure her forehead was seen, but still have Phoenix's goggles in her hand, or bandana.
Mm-hmm. Alright, BRB. Gotta process what just happened. Oh, it's awesome.
Oh my god, I am so fast.
Back.
Howdy.
Oh, the border too. Because you have over your max HP, so the blue aura just fits so well with the ring.
I'm keeping track with the third bubble for my max HP to keep it simple, but... Oh, this is beautiful.
So good.
I'm gonna try and save so many people.
Hell yeah.
I'm so big, I can just probably pluck them out of their burning homes.
Probably. Like 15 feet? Like, damn! Well, at least we have insurance now if, you know, Lewis loses control. I know I could at
What do
least
you
rely
mean?
on you now.
If
Please, no. It is starting to lean that direction, though, so...
it's only a matter of when.
Yep. Welcome back, Cake.
Yo.
Hello.
That art is so fresh.
Thank you.
Honestly.
Thank you. It was so hard not wanting to share it.
Yeah, we had that artwork. I think you sent it to me like, man, more than a month ago.
Damn.
Maybe 2 months or a month and a half ago at least.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the contrast on it is so good.
Yeah, the longer you look at it, you just keep discovering new details, and this artist did excellent. I'm shocked that it wasn't the same artist since they nailed the outfit and everything just like the first one.
It's not the
Exactly.
same artist.
No, it's not.
It is
But
not.
that is impressive. Oh, even the giant golden form follows a lot of the outfit too. Holy shit.
What's the artist's name?
Let me get it real quick.
Uh-oh. It's about to get that drip of the
I mean, we need Amrut in the drip. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, that's. I was asking just to plug it for the stream for everybody, but yeah, I should probably do that too. Yeah. On the way. Logan. Lee.
They are called DKAYO from Fiverr, so that's gonna be DEKAYO.
Donkey Kong. He's the leader of the crew. You know him well.
Go back.
Please no, we don't need to get copyrighted. No, kidding.
Oh, that's a no.
That'd be a next level strike right there.
When you're just that accurate.
Seriously, Nintendo's petty. Don't try it.
Dude,
Don't try it.
episode 2 of Crimes Against Magic, where's episode 3? It's like a 10-minute segment that's muted because of a copyright thing. So annoying.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah, it's so annoying. I need to put in the description when the mute is when it's over. I don't know if I get around to doing that, but I had intended to. Oh, but you've been watching, checking out Crimes?
A little bit. I was at work and just like played it on in the background, and it just got like really silent for a while. I was like, did the video pause?
The video stopped.
Pulled out my phone. It's like, wait, it's still running. Why is there no sound?
Nice. So you dropped the artwork in the other chat. Average?
Yeah.
Bizian?
Oh.
Hi.
Cake? Uh-oh. We're down one. Everyone panic.
I didn't know you were
Always
doing roll call. I was like, yeah, what's up?
Well, I saw Cake puts the timestamps in chat now, so there can be no error. We'll give him another minute or two, and then we'll redo the roll call.
Oh, you put the rune in the known rune area.
Yeah, the runes are in the known rune area.
Ooh,
Took me a sec.
it's gonna take a while before I do that one again.
No. Cake, you back?
Yep.
He's probably enjoying cake.
Yeah,
Oh, there
I'm
he
just-
is.
I'm just muted so I don't destroy my voice.
No, we had did a roll call at 41 or 42.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you're good.
Yep.
Thank you for those timestamps there. Very, very helpful. All right, so it seems like everybody, I'll just do another one real quick. Average still here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I just heard from Busy and just heard from Cloudy Soccer.
Nana Lee.
Oh yeah. All right, so with that said, let's go ahead and get back into it. This time I will remember to put the stream back on here. So a few things are happening almost immediately. Some good, some bad, all bad, none good. But luckily we do have some new fighting prowess on our side. With that said, so as you transform, Sora, your golden form, the first time you do it extends to most of your party some type of protective aura, which is important because you can see rain falling from the sky, just metal bits shattering all onto the Highland Harpy. And you deploy, you rebuke the bulk of it from your transformation. However, oh shit, I said that and I didn't put them back on. All right, now we're back on the screen. So, however, as you're repelling most of it, a massive explosion, a semi-glass, enough to take out most of the city, but condensed to do like a spread shot, like a shotgun shell, rains onto the city. You could see it easily
However, in
pierce.
silence, you're scaring me.
Say again?
Oh, am I the only one that didn't hear you?
Oh man.
Yo.
Yeah, you kind of just paused all of a sudden.
You said
Oh.
however, and then there was nothing.
I thought my shit just dropped. I didn't hear anybody.
However, so as you guys can hear me good now though, right?
Yeah.
You're good now.
I'm a big dummy. Anyways, wow. So what's the last thing you did catch, so I don't have to rehash it all?
Metal bits of rain are falling, and her aura protected most people. However,
Oh, there we go. There's always a however, huh? There's a massive glass, a semi-glass is what we're calling it, that comes down onto the arena or the Highland Harpy. It easily pierces Sora's veil that is protecting your Amalexia. Seeing that, jumps forward, and you see that it looks like she's getting like disintegrated. You can just kind of see, like, you can literally see like her skeleton. But when the beam is finished, she falls to the ground, her body's still intact, but she's completely taken out. And for the rest of you, for the little bits that did get through, I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
What's most important to you, or probably most angering to you, Judith, is you see that the bulk of the explosion hit the Harpy house, where the duck had told you maybe you should relax there.
Fucking duck.
Oh.
I'm still holding on to it, and I look at it. I'm like, oh, that's how we're gonna play things now. Okay.
Danger Duck has a very fitting name.
Danger duck. What?
Well, to be fair, whoever was talking was the one that wanted you there, not the duck.
Let's get dangerous.
I do need a con save from everybody.
That is currently on the field.
Yeah, it's currently on the here, it's present Alicia level. I need to make one for the NPCs. All right, Daniel makes it.
Can I give
Daniel does
Judith inspiration?
Oh, sure, yeah, you can, Judith, you can get a reroll.
Just because I don't want that one to.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
We also need oh no, you rolled, but not, it was a whisper, sorry. Do you know how to take it off, Whisper? You need me to do it real quick?
no, I've been looking. I don't see it.
I got you covered. All right, let's get to here. Get off Whisper real quick.
Ah, okay.
put it on the whisper toggle. So now in the top left, you can do public GM whenever needed.
Thank you.
And that everyone, you only needed a 10 or higher. So I'll give you advantage since you just had your transformation gave you that aura.
One more roll.
One more. All right, cool. As the shrapnel and stuff riddles the battlefield, it literally levels the harpy, and all of you can feel pain ringing through your bodies. You feel deafened. As you look where Almalexia was, there's nothing but a massive hole. You don't have time to truly recover because those metal bits that rained around you, automatons are rising from them. Each of you take 11 bludgeoning if you succeeded, or 22 if you failed.
Does it kill the duck in my arms?
It does kill the duck in your arms.
Ugh.
A revenge story has just been born. But also, oh no! Oh, Bananu. Bananu does get death saving throws, okay?
Bananu?
They do get death saving throws.
Oh,
Shit.
Protect at all costs.
Yeah. That means that the egg is dead too, then, right?
The egg's in the house, but is it dead? We'll have to see.
I had said she picked it up.
Oh no, she picked up the egg.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Kind of a carried item.
Sora, that egg, it has a massive crack on it, and it's now hard boiled. Could a powerful creature survive? The other one was just a duck, but we don't know. It is still a baby.
You just see the golden electricity around Sora become more wild as the golden light in her eyes completely encapsulate as her instincts go into overdrive. She's going to clobber some robots.
Excellent. But first, as you guys all prime yourself for battle, let's grab this MIA viewer and move uptown. So, Lewis, Phoenix, Pascal has just landed. Bot is taken to the sky. It hasn't launched its full attack yet. It's just reaching its height and begins charging its beam. Pascal lands next to you, hopping off of the wyvern, seeing that you're all severely injured. He looks at you and goes, "What happened here? What did you all do?" There's an emergency hatch that you guys didn't see previously is right here, which is where you guys came up from.
No time.
You see him, he points to the Sky Knights to go assist in the air, and they take off flying. What is that thing?
Nothing good. We need to try to get back into town and get as many people out as possible. We're not going to be able to take that thing out, not the way we are.
He looks up to the sky and he goes, "I think that's Mother Nature. We're gonna be all right."
We can only hope.
Lando goes, "No, we're not gonna be all right. Write this down, Pascal. I released that creature. Against my better judgment. I thought I could control it. But it just took off into the sky and started killing everyone." Pascal looks. He looks down at Clando and he takes a pad out and writes it down. Pascal doesn't realize just how powerful that creature is. And he doesn't think Mother Nature's going to struggle with it because he knows how powerful Mother Nature is. But this is a world threat, this thing. And as he's writing the notes down, you see the entire structure shakes. At the same time, it'll be the first time the Highland Harpy shook for an instant. And he looks up to the air, and Clamdor goes, "Oh no." You see him looking down at his belt, and these colors are going crazy on his belt, and he goes, "Lewis, yeah, we got company."
Damn it.
The door to the foundation kicks open and he goes, he's hacked all the repurposed spots. It's do or die. And I ain't ready to die. Meanwhile, Lewis, when you do look in the sky, you'd see that dozens of harpies have assembled. Brings us over here. Mother Nature has this creature surrounded, a big beam forming in the center of its belly. This city will be destroyed. You cannot stop me, now that I've been released. You overestimate yourself, but don't worry, you'll never overestimate yourself again. And she claps her hands and sends the machine flying 100 feet. An explosive force of wind paramorphs the entire battlefield. She tells him, I am the wind that all creatures draw breath from. I am the trees that flow. I'm the dragon that roars. And I'm the one that will send you back to the scrap metal from which you came. This is my world. And you will not destroy it. Not again. And lightning begins to harass the creature, but it immediately opens up its chest and missiles start just blasting each of the wyverns in the sky. But she flies at him with her staff and collides for a massive explosion. And we'll come back to that. The rest of you, it's time for that fateful initiative. Fight for your lives before you can fight for others. If I miss you, let me know. There's a lot going on, but hopefully I get you all in there. And if you see I miss an NPC that should be in it, let me know as well.
Phoenix only has 1 hit point, so I don't think she's gonna be around for long. Oh, sorry, it did an update. I was gonna say she wasn't in there, but it's in there now.
Sweet. I'm moving around. Get this multi-map thing going. Did I get all the NPCs over here in the initial group? I think I did.
Are we including the bots into this or no?
Yes. Oh, you mean the
Okay,
little
there's
bots? The little bots, no.
Okay.
If you want, you can activate them on your characters, your actual character's turn. You can move those spots around if you want them to do something.
Okay.
That's why the initiative order isn't too packed.
Sounds good.
Banana's an NPC, so she's done, right?
NPCs get 1 death saving throw if they're irrelevant to the party. So she has 1 save that will make or break her life.
Okay,
Assuming
she
she-
already did that, so she's done.
Oh my god, she made her save? Oh
Yeah,
no.
you had me do it earlier.
Oh no. Well, your characters don't know. She just laying there. Looks like maybe she's still alive, maybe not. You've gone down plenty of times before, but who knows? In any case, Sora, almost thematically, you're first up. When you look back, Daniel has already assumed his form as well.
Thematically, I'd like to think when Sora is entering this mode for the first time and she's feeling this power, she extends her fist outward to her side towards Dondo, where I know initiative always is indicative, but thankfully they're beneath each other. But she clashed her fist against his own as the golden and silver monkey get to work, sparing no time, wanting to make sure she garners as much attention off the people on the ground. She will activate the ability of her Steel Wind Strike and teleport
Oh jeez.
as her rune ability. Each target, so I think 5 creatures. Okay, so first we're gonna go this way. In this rapid succession, attacking the injector, this enforcer, and then just down the row, essentially.
Then you get 1 more. I think it's 5. That's 4.
Yeah. Oh, I can just move up a little bit, so that way I can include all of them. Just doing one single leap where she kind of just where she's almost floating off the ground before blurring, and like golden trails arcing between all these creatures. as this immensely large form just seems to move with it in such beautiful grace at the same time. So it's gonna be kind of like that, where she attacks the injector, then top to bottom here, and then the last attack on that creature.
All right, let's see those attack rolls. You get to use your rune attack.
Yep, gold. So steel wind strike. So the injector, that was on the injector one.
Right, the injector, you see it just the moment you move towards it, it lifts up Amalexia's body, and you're forced to withdraw your fist or hurt Amalexia.
Okay, quickly appearing before that top enforcer.
You see it just roll out of the way. You're still getting used to your bulk and new power. You're going so fast that before it moves, you just explode the ground behind it. You got to get control of your newfound strength. You've got to adjust.
And in that second, she centers, she closes her eyes, and appears again as she goes down the line of these three creatures.
You get the next one. If you finally focus, you get another one. You get them all. That's the last three as you figure out the new bulk, size, and strength.
Okay. Oh my god.
First enforcer gone. Second enforcer gone. Third enforcer gone.
As she just slams these fists down, leaving these golden glowing craters where they once were, as she finally reappears, teleporting where she last hit the creature, and just makes this motion with her arms at all the rest that still stand, and makes a come hither motion, as it is time for her brother to play.
He smiles. The rune manifests slightly different in everyone who inherits the blade, though usually the size, the speed, the strength remains the same. He sees your calling with this golden stripe that you as you teleport around, and he's got a lot of respect for you. I'll hold the back. Take the front, sister.
It shall be done.
And he flies into the fight, coming down with his quarterstaff, both his hands, missing one, hitting the second one, and then going for a third final strike and hitting again. And because he is in his grade 8 family form, he's got resistance to all damage and deals double damage. It is 20 to the first unit. He survives. He delivers an 18 into it, crushing one of the troops instantly as he lands. Come on! You're messing with the Aku now! Quill, now's my time to be someone important, to be someone more. He walks over to Bananu. I won't let you die. And he pulls a potion out with his action and feeds it to her. Come on, wake up! Wake up, little girl! He grabs another potion, feeds it to her. He grabs another one, feeds it to her. Another one. Another one. He's at all 5. He's looking in his bag. Wake up!
Quill.
He's dead, Quill.
She can't be. We're heroes. We save lives. And you see Quill just lays, and it's obviously we know what it takes to use a potion, so he just sits there trying to re-steal himself as Tasha spins around to support Dondo, shooting some arrows out. And you see that she makes use of her new bow, Protector of the Dryads. She got in her last mission when she ventured out. Turns around, sends him down. Taking 3 shots, but 2 of them with. Final one piercing for 12. Looking to the sky, Dryad of all Dryads, hoping to do her proud. Judith Bloom and TV Bot.
Judith will go first. She will, after she says that to Quill, start to move over 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 30. That's a great place to get a good shot. So she's gonna main action. She's going to fire bolt. Wait, is Alexander is like dead?
Alexia is not dead. No. She gets one save at the top of the order. She could die. Gets one save just like Bananu did.
Okay. Well, since me as a player wasn't there for Mistafar, I can do what I can do here, and I'm going to use my bonus action to cast to say the group can't let two teachers bite the dust in a short amount of time. Alexia, get up. I'm gonna cast Healing Word at 2nd level. And then as my action, I'm gonna take a photo.
Flash the battlefield as Alexia looks up to you, spitting blood out of her mouth as she pretty much tanked that massive explosion. She gives you a nod. Thanks, Judith.
No problem. Judith will just spend the rest of her time wiping the dead danger duck blood off of her. The TV bot. Let me move my computer's going super slow.
Big map. Well, hopefully it's not too bad.
Yeah. It's okay. I'll press the button here. The TV bot just goes. He looks over to Phoenix and says, "Every man dies, but not every man really lives." And he's gonna hold it out to shock whatever enemy gets close.
Good.
That's EOT.
Excellent. Is the lag really horrible for you guys?
Nope, not really.
Not too bad.
Okay. That could turn off that M gliding entirely, but it's really up to you guys. Anyways, we got this dude here. How many? Oh my god, there's only 2 left in this squad already, huh? So this one is going to take an opportunity attack because it prefers to use its range attacks instead of its melee attack. Let's see what we've got on these glorious robots. The Enforcers. Yeah, he's going to roll back 10 feet, taking an opportunity attack from Dando, who will more than happy swing his quarterstaff. Unfortunately, it misses. And when he rolls to his feet, he lays down 2 shots. The Enforcer rifle. Both of them missing as he kind of lightsaber deflects them, just smacking the razors, the beams into the sky. What do you got? The other one gets the free disengage since he only has 1 reaction, takes 2 shots as well. This one being a critical hit. As he says, "Is that all you got?" He gets critically shot in his rib cage. Making it a 4, 3 more, 9, 7, 16 damage. He's resistant though. And that group is over, but unfortunately blue group activates, half of which is already destroyed as well. 2 of them lay down fire onto you, but 1 of them lays down fire onto Judith. They do move spread out a bit tactically. The one that shoots at you, Judith, will resolve those. That will resolve Judith first. Oh, wait, no, she went downstairs. Will resolve Sora first.
Okay.
You see 3 beams coming your way. One of them misses, 3 of them hit you. A 22 would be, well, it'd be an 18 if you're on your staff. Did you get on your staff?
I did not.
Okay, well, it's a 22. I think 18 would have hit you anyways. The next one's an 18, actually. The 12 misses you and a 24 hits you. They're radiant. I believe you're resistant.
Yep, so Sora is projecting her aura outward. As these bolts are firing, she's essentially doing the bracing of trying to use her body to guard against everyone else.
Excellent. The shots that connect onto you, I'm going to feed you the half dice, so don't half what I give you. You get 5, 5, 4. 10, 14?
14 total.
Yeah, otherwise it would have been, what, 29 damage? So yeah, good thing you're resistant. Now we have 2 shots going at Judith. If she's not here, we'll record the numbers and figure it out later. A 7 and an 8, easier. We don't even need to worry about it. Amrut, you immediately activate.
Alrighty. Amrut's gonna come to the side here. He'll take out his sword and knife as he approaches the this enforcer here from around Sora. And he'll just say, "I just got these clothes." And he'll cast Rhyme Spear on it.
Nice.
Actually, let's do this. Actually, I'm gonna do Hex first, then Rhyme Spear. How about that?
Even better.
Here we go. Wait, let me mark that up. Actually, boom. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh,
Well, never mind.
Explosion force. It's about to hit it, and you see the injector shoot out some type of chemical compound, and it meets it in the middle, and they just both explode.
Yes. And he'll like hide behind and cover. And then I'll realize it's actually just like Sora's leg. Oh. Hold still.
Lewis, you can barely stand. You got one eye, little soup particles in it. That Clamdor tells you, got a potion on my belt for you. You and Phoenix. Yeah, just use it.
Thanks. We're gonna need it. And as Lewis is looking around at the battlefield, seeing all the procs just aiming down at them, he looks toward the frozen pipe. With Lewis having been here for a decent amount of time, how well maintained are these pipes?
They're pretty well maintained. The intentional steam release was because since we're in this time period, they haven't been able to manage to properly hold all the steam. So the shooting out is entirely intentional. But as for if you're trying to break them, about 10, 15 points of damage would bust them up.
Okay. Okay, item interaction to grab the potion off of Clamdor. Lewis isn't gonna prioritize himself.
It's an
as he just
injector, by
tosses
the
it over
way.
to Phoenix.
He calls it a potion, but it's more like a needle. You just inject into you.
Okay, good to note, as he just tosses it over to Phoenix. Use it. Clemdor, I apologize ahead of time. As he gets a little bit closer, I need to figure out what distance. Yes, I'm gonna need to get pretty close to do this.
You see the procs. You're under arrest. Stay still. You will not be killed. You'll be arrested and brought to the Overlord.
I highly doubt that. As actually, you know what? He's just gonna hold this distance as he just readies a hand axe. Actually, fuck. Yeah, I'll ready an action to throw the hand axe at the pipe once they get a bit closer. If they start to proceed forward.
We warned you. Suffer the wrath of proc protocol bots. And let me see, what can procs do? It's been a while since I've actually took a proc into a combat. Oh yeah, baby. I love this. They just, you see them run in, they try to like hassle the big wyvern first. I'd imagine you wait for a few of them to assemble to do what you're gonna do. But first, the first one is going to claw. The claw arm hits the wyvern for 5 damage and grapples it. You see its arm, its long claw extend like you're getting a prize from those toy machines around the wyvern, dealing 5 slash into it. The next one comes in, and you see that they're all just clawing it at the moment. Let's go ahead and roll a few more attack. They're rolling exceptionally well for creatures that don't have a good chance to hit. None of these are below 20. Oh, but at least they're not crits. Let's see here. That's a lot of damage. $29 damage in total to the wyvern.
Oh.
The other ones you don't see, they're not getting any closer. They're shooting down from the hill onto you. So I don't know if you do it before these ones shoot, but in any case, it won't be involved in the area.
Okay. Once it seems like they've, for the most part, repositioned, then he would throw the axe. I have disadvantage from this distance.
AC 10. Yeah, there you go.
Surely.
And he do the damage needed too.
Oh, perfect. As he just, like, placing it in his full arm, just goes full body wind up, the pain, almost like acting to further the amount of adrenaline in his body. As he just tosses it forward at the axe, it's spinning at max force before clanging directly into one of the seams and just shattering the pipe off.
The pipe spews out. Steam spills onto the boats. Also, actually, unfortunately, hits the wyvern. And it clips these two as well. So it gets up and out an actual definitive area of the explosion. Okay, and it hits them for a set amount of damage of 20 or 10 if they can make a con save. All right, cool. Wyvern needs to make a save real quick. So you're doing either 20 or 10 to these bad boys, spread across a lot of creatures. Most of them make it. I mean, most of them fail it. Only one of them makes it. Yep. Fortunately, the wyvern's not the one that made it.
Oh.
And then I've got some shots coming out at you guys.
Got it.
Now the shots are going to on Pascal because he seems to be in the best health. He's standing up, shielding you with his body. So the 4 procs are firing onto Pascal. I beam, I beam, I beam, I beam. 17, 20, 22 connect. Hitting him for a total of 23 damage, but Pascal's tough, so that brings him about half, but it would kill most people. He sits there, his body gets blown up by these beams of lights, his shoulder, his stomach, and even one scraping past his ear, blowing off the tip of his ear. And as he just kind of like, looks like he's about to falter, he stands his ground and grits his teeth. And next we have the Injector. Very ominous name. So down below the Injector looks at Amalexia, seeing that her wounds healed, and she's like getting up. And then it looks towards Judith that healed her. It actually doesn't attack Amalexia, it prioritizes to heal her. Let's see what it's got. I think you've got angry, emotionless robot coming your way.
I love it.
Let's see here. All right. You see it's got a climb speed. It is a spider, and it just hangs off the side of this cliff edge and drills you, or attempts to drill you with his molecular drill.
Okay.
A 20?
Yeah, silly.
Silly question.
And piercing. Well, I always forget if you have shield or not.
Her AC is 14, no shield.
Oh, even with shield, you get got. 10 piercing.
Okay.
As he drills you the first time, literally you just see the thing spin. He stabs you right in the freaking shoulder, blistering away portions of your armor before going in for a second stab onto you. But this one is going to be a critical miss. So with that said,
Yeah.
Pascal is up. She did get an opportunity attack, so let's hurry up and take that.
There we go.
Uses her Rose Rapier, gets a 19, showing her worth as a teacher. Even with this, that was disadvantage because she's prone. She gets that 19 though. I know she looks like she's good.
What kind of class do we think she is? Like, if there's a closest one that we could assume.
Yeah, like a rogue or an assassin.
Got it.
You see her blade turns into a rosed whip though, and she whips it for 13 damage.
That's cool.
And yep, she does 13 damage. Okay, cool. Pascal up top. He looks down. Oh, he just saw you after a long recess. You're not dying on my watch. And you know you're a load stronger than him. Maybe not right now, Phoenix, but Pascal's gonna do his best. He is a knight. And how do you know that? Because he also screams it, and you just know that. I am a Sky Knight! He mounts the wyvern. Here! And he sends his blade down onto the closest one. Pascal, doing everything he can to protect his sister. Takes 2 swings with these pesky procs. Avoid one, but get hit by the second one for 6 damage, killing one of the procs. Newfound confidence, he orders his wyvern. Ding! And it shoots out its stinger on one of them for 14 piercing, destroying the second one. And then now that he's no longer grappled, he flies up just above, landing next to the bad guys, hoping to garner their attention, hoping that he could save his cousin/sister's life. We're gonna keep interchanging those terms. Phoenix, you're up.
That's good. So Lewis throws the syringe thing to her and she catches it in both hands. Lewis turns around to throw his axes to the pipe and he probably feels a little sting in his upper thigh. She's going to inject him with it.
Dad, what are you?
And then after that smooth motion, she turns around to Jenkins and hits a button. He has 1 repair left, so her bonus action to make him do his action, he's going to do his repair.
Nice.
And she's going to start backing away, but this thing had talked to her in her head before. She doesn't know if that connection is still open, but she's going to try to talk back to it just in case it is. So in her mind, she's yelling, "You said you were going to go home. You didn't say you were going to destroy things on the way out." Does she get an answer?
You do. Let me direct your attention to the left. Since you've engaged it, we might as well get some more of that sweet battle going on. So the creature loads up its glass cannon and begins to raise the battlefield, just completely destroying 2 of the wyverns. You see that the Bakara and Columbine, their bodies, but one bursts into ice and the other bursts into fire. These creatures appear to have rune abilities. And I will make their sheets. Where are you? Turn up whisper. There we go. Akara forms ice armor and Columbine forms fire armor. Meanwhile, Burn and Mother Nature have electric sparking armor around them. And as the creature unleashes its disintegration ray onto Mother Nature, you see her lift up her hand and the disintegration ray literally blasts Mother Nature in her fist, but she absorbs the energy, swallows it, and spits it back. But when she spits it back, it's like starfire spewing out of her mouth onto the creature, riddling its armor. And as it soars down south, she's in hot pursuit of it. Oh, you had your chance to leave with peace. Now you only have pieces. And that's when you connect to the creature, and it tells you, this is my home. That is what I failed to mention. I was assigned to conquer this planet. I am returning home finally to seize what is mine.
You said you're gonna go up to be amongst the stars. I asked you to take me with you. This is not that.
Phoenix. For you, when I'm through with Icarus, I will leave.
That wasn't part of the deal. Her action and bonus action is used, so I will EOT.
Understood. Yeah, she's got the squadron of elementals now. All right. You see Flamdor. He's it's the worst time, Louis. He goes, I can get control of them. Don't worry. It's gonna be easy. That robot's doing too much to control everyone at once. So if I focus in on a few at a time,
Clam?
Andor? Doctor? What's going on, Doctor? Oh, damn. No wonder I'm here. I'm losing a lot of blood. What happened to me this time, Doctor?
A lot. You need to get to safety.
All right. I'm home. I'm gonna have a baby soon, Doctor.
Yeah. Now stay alive to see it through.
Oh, look. Our robots. I'm gonna go say hi to them. Hey!
Clam, you idiots!
And tries to grab him with his reaction.
You mean athletics, or what's your reaction? I'll let you try to kind of grapple him. Essentially to stop his movements. You see they're ready to just blow a hole in him, but you kind of grab his shoulder as he's mindlessly walking towards him. Hey, what gives, Doc?
Let's just say we're basically back in middle range.
And he looks at you, huh? Middle range. And he's out of it right now. He's got to get that black vial, but the last one he had is currently in somebody else's pocket. Amrut's pocket.
Oh god.
That's a damn shame.
Sora, you're up.
Along with her becoming huge like this, does her moon touch staff reflect her size? Meaning she can like stand on it in this form.
Yeah, your equipment is adjusted to you, or else you wouldn't have clothes, and that wouldn't be very appropriate.
Oh, I would never live down the humiliation.
Yeah, your staff grew with you.
So the Moonlight Staff now glows with this golden energy as Sora just comes to try and get these enforcers off of Almalexia. Coming here, bonus action in a thematic way, standing on her staff as an attack on this creature by literally putting the staff on top of it and bearing her weight down. So her first attack coming in advantage with the golden staff. For 18, and I think I calculated, yep. For 8 points of bludgeoning.
And you're adding half your strength modifier too, right?
Yep, there's 2 to there, because the strength becomes the same as my dex. So thanks, Falcon. And then we'll land a second bonus action golden punch.
Moving to grab the unit. Okay, that hits as well.
For 12 more bludgeoning.
The machine is still standing, but it's not for much longer.
One thing is, Sora's come to protect Almalexia, and now that she's on her staff, it'll be a bit harder for them to hit her. It is time for my brother to show them what his worth is.
Ando looks around. No, it's a bad time, Tasha. Did you see her? That's my sister! Runs in. She just keeps firing shots. Like laser beams are flying past Tasha as she's rolling, sending arrows down. Not the time! Focus on the fight. Oh, that's all I ever focus on. And Dando runs in, spinning his staff, thinking in his head, "Oh boy, I wish I had my swords right now." As he does 2 attacks and then a bonus action offhand with his quarterstaff, landing all of them for 12 damage, for 20 damage. That might be enough to finish him. Yes. Going down to the other unit for a final 12 damage. Jumping in the air, landing behind the creature. "Hey, you broke things I like, and now I break you." Very simple, very simple. Will looks down, he just goes, "It's the last thing I can do. I'll do it." And you see him summon up his shadow rune. And he slips his shadow into Bananu's body, piercing down into her soul. "This is all I've got, kid. You're right. That doesn't seem like anyone." And he transfers his life force to her.
What?
No!
What?
And Bananu comes through with a point of exhaustion.
He would have been more help on the battlefield than her.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter in his eyes. As long as he can save someone's life. And as as you wake up, he's like literally just falling over your body. He's just kind of laying across you, beak in the dirt, lifeless.
What? She's just looking around trying to get her bearings. Last she knew, Sora was doing amazing shit, and then there was darkness, and she looks down and the egg is cracked, and this guy is laying on top of her. She's not quite sure what happened.
Peeking at you from the egg is a burnt chicken-looking thing, but it's moving. Its eyes are blinking, but it looks really injured.
Oh, we gotta get you to someone who can help you.
And but yeah, you can take your turn whenever it's Quill's turn.
Okay. Starting now or next time?
No. Yeah, you kind of, the adrenaline is certainly rushing after he transferred his life essence to, and you're seeing everything happening around you.
Oh boy, how brave is she?
It's important, yeah.
Of course, fighting side by side with Sora and the one enforcer that's next to her sounds amazing. However, Sora, that's not what Sora would do. So Sora, Bananu is going to run over towards Dando and see if she can help him out. What is her? Sorry, I'm not looking at her sheet. What is her movement? Her movement is 30 feet. Well, she's got to get up, so that uses 15. Oh, wait. She has... Doesn't she have something where she can dash?
I don't know if you have something that can dash, but with Phil out of the picture, you see that his eyed robe jumps off his body, Doctor Strange style, and wraps around you.
Oh, that's cool.
And you just feel way more perceptive. Oh, that's a whisper robe. Lol. Here we go. Let's do this again. There we go.
That's very cool.
Also, his soul transfer thing he did to you was an advanced form of his space swaps, where he swapped you guys' life force instead. He is an advanced rune user now in the second tier 2.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought she had a dash thing, but I don't see it. So we will say she does action dash.
Yeah, in her bonus action section, she has. Oh no, it's only disengage.
It's a disengage, yeah. She is so close. She is 5 feet away from where she needs to be. But I suppose next turn, if Donda doesn't already kill it, which would be quite funny, actually.
Donda looks down at you and goes, "Are you like cool?"
I don't know. Am I?
He just doesn't know either anymore.
I can't DOT because it's Quill's turn.
Jesus. All right. Tasha sends down some bolts. She sees you coming for the backup and turns around to aid the others, particularly Judith. She looks to you and Donda. You guys got this?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I got this. And that's the injector sheet. I'm not killing Judith. I'm using caution, not the injector. She misses her shot, realizing that she can't afford to miss. She uses her Oracle's Eye, increasing her chances to hit by 7 on this next shot, which is exactly what she needs to land true, making use of her light room. 8 damage right into the creature. The creature turns its drill towards her looking, but wants to prioritize taking out the healer. And if that's not enough, she does it again. Oh, no, you don't. But unfortunately, the creature, aware of her presence, lifts up one of its legs and just kind of repels the bolt. Speaking of Judith.
Yeah. I was looking through the handouts. I couldn't find it in my, but for the Dwarven sigil, I should just copied and pasted it.
Oh, the Dwarven sigil? Okay. I will share that with you again.
There we go. Yeah, I'm not a dwarf. Okay. I'm gonna pull out one of the sigils. I only have 2 left. And is there a place that looks like the weakest part? Probably like, I assume where the glass is. I don't know.
Yeah, it has glass tanks on its back.
Okay, I'm gonna try to. This is probably better for another character of mine, but I'm gonna try to like dodge like the legs and stuff and try to put the sigil right in between like the 3 of them, the 3 of those glass things, and activate it, and then I'm trying to get the fuck out of there.
Sure.
So boom, 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 and then did I place it there?
Give me a sleight of hand to try to stick the rune bomb in there.
Okay. All right.
Be versus its AC, which is 15. Oh no, that's the Enforcer's AC. Hold on. Oh Jesus, a 10. Okay. You can still detonate it, but it won't be perfectly placed on the glass.
Okay. It seemed that I didn't do the best job at placing it, but that's okay. 5, 10, 15. Jesus Christ. I closed the thing. I'm just gonna.
It's under magic
Detonate
item
again.
handouts now. I moved it there.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, it's within 5 feet. So
Yeah.
if I placed it over here, could I still just be there and detonate without
Yeah.
hitting myself?
It just won't like adhere additional benefits to the dead what you were hoping. It just do its
that's
normal
okay.
purpose.
All right, great. I will try to place it, fuck it up. Oh, shit. Come over here and boom. 3d8 damage.
A dex save. I get a 21.
Okay.
7 damage. You see that the vials, one of them, one all the way on the left of it, cracks a tiny bit. You think you might have been able to burst it if it failed, but as it begins to seep, you can see it pour on the side of the mountain and immediately just kind of sizzle. Obviously, he's not here to heal the party.
Yeah, that's like an acidy kind of thing.
Yeah, it's very poisonous or potent.
Ugh. All right, so that was my action. as my bonus action. Okay.
Another picture.
And
Oh,
bonus action took a photo. TV box will go there and kind of run up to Clandor and try to jump into his arms and say, "There's no place like home. There's no place like home." EOT.
excellent. The enforcers enforce. Oh shit, there's only one of them left. Not being able to afford to take an opportunity, it immediately activates its martial arts program. It drops its weapon and it does a series of unarmed strikes. 16 to 16, but down to a 17 AC. So he does martial arts strikes, but Dondo's like, ha, child's play. Deflects them easily. You've adopted this method. I was born with it. That's the last of that group. Alexia gets up. She immediately just dashes with impressive speed onto the bot. No condition to really fight, but what choice do we have? All right, let's see. Right here. She use translucent? Wait, I forget what this does. Let me just read it. She benefits from the dodge action. Oh yeah, she'll use it. Let me take her sheet off Whisper too, real quick. Whisper toggle, public, okay. So she immediately goes into her translucent form, but she benefits from the dodge form for the entire next minute. During this minute, she has twice proficiency bonus to stealth. You know, she is the ultimate infiltrator, and she deals an extra 6 radiant damage on each of her attacks. Which brings me to the next thing she does. Attacker! She can only make one attack on turn she activates this. Unfortunately, that one attack misses. But she's now in her translucent form. She swings, but the creature just moving insanely fast for its size, just spins its body, deflecting her rosed whip. Blue squad enforcers are up. This one also commits to unarmed strikes against Sora.
Okay. First attack is at disadvantage.
Good thing, turning a 22 into a 16.
Child's play. I was born with it.
There's a 15 and you just deflected it again, and he realizes that he learned it, but you're born with it. Amrut, you've got shots coming your way. In fact, you've got 4 shots coming your way, but I'm sure you can take it.
Sure.
Okay, 23, 23, 22, and 12.
One of those misses.
I wonder which one. You're taking radiant damage. Do I need to feed you half, or are you not resistant?
No, light me up.
All right, 31 damage from the 3 attacks. You get hit for 12, 10, and 9. And you get to do a rebuke now, if you're able to manage it.
Nope. I wish I was. But, after shooting, he'll run past here, actually, to get to the injector. That should say 7. I don't know why it says. It still says 38, but yeah. For its health. Anyway. He'll move on up past Alexia, and Judith will see like he has like almost like a frenzied look on his face. Coming into contact with all this machinery. Especially this injector one here. And he'll swing almost like a madman. Get away from her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you realize that this is a trained fighter. It uses its drill to parry you like it's a blade.
Then he'll try and stab into it. He'll actually try and like almost like hack off the like the needle bit if he can. Or he'll try to like stab at it.
That one hits it. Its AC is 16.
Gosh, it's just the 6 piercing.
when you stab at this machine, you see that its eyes move towards you. It's got a whole bunch of them. But you think that this creature is charging up laser beams in those eyes as you see 4 of the big ones, not the small ones, begin to glow.
Yeah, right here. This is where the trouble is.
Kind of revs up its drill as if it's like accepting your challenge. Alright, I'm done with that. Lewis, you're up.
Okay. Having received the injector into his body for a brief moment, the adrenaline just starts to wear down in his body and he feels the pain before it just surges with a huge amount of energy and he feels revitalized. All right. I do have to do what I can then. As he just like scoots Clemdor back slightly so that way he's a bit more covered by Jenkins. And looking at the battlefield once more, trying to gain a better hold of the situation. And then he glances down at his shield. Fuck it. It's better than nothing right now. As he starts running forward. And I'm gonna attempt something stupid. Lewis drops his sword and tries to pick up the proc that's next to him. Flings it into the air. Would I possibly be able to use the force of the Badger Shield to propel it forward at this proc? Using a charge, of course.
Use a charge, yeah.
Got it. Okay, what am I rolling for this?
All right. I'll let you do your regular attack. But since it's improvised, you'd have disadvantage if it's more than 20 feet. So I don't know if you have more movement or not.
Let me see. So, what's 20 feet from this? Yeah, he'd be able to get to this one to launch it. So that would be, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he'd be able to launch that one most likely.
Sure.
So using 1 charge of Great Badger and doing the improvised.
Yep.
Got it.
Strength, no proficiency.
Understandable.
That hits.
Got it. As he flings it up into the air, and for a brief moment, everything seems to slow down as he's just trying to figure out where, before he just rams the full force of the Badger Shield into it, and Gale appears for a brief moment as a burst of wind sends the proc flying toward this one.
Nice. Since you don't get to add your dueling here, what I'll do is I'll give you a 2d4 for the force.
Okay.
Could be, well, better in almost every instance, but it is a charge you're expending.
Yep. So
Does that
that
mean
is
launching?
instead 11. And I technically still have 1 attack.
Yeah, more
And
charges. You
we're
can
doing it.
keep doing it. I don't care.
Normally use reaction or to do it. I think it might be a better idea just to hold on to the charge for now, actually.
Sure.
Yeah, it's probably the best bet. Gonna hold on to the charge.
Yeah, I'd say
Roger, Roger. I beam at you.
Yep.
Alrighty, I beams you a 16.
That is a miss. I have 18.
You block it. The other one comes down and supports him, tries to beam you as well. Also misses you, and then 1 claw arm onto the wyvern. Which hits the wyvern. You slash it. The injector activates. The injector activates. Awesome. All right. Let me read this up again. Now, I'm not saying that this NPC is available in more NPCs 5, but it might be. Anyways, Scattered Beacon Blast. 4 targets. Okay. We're going to choose the 3 immediately around him. And then we'll also toss in Sora. Need a dexterity saving throw.
1 coming on up.
So that is from Judith, Amrut, and our NPC. I'm Alexa. Okay, so far I've only hit Amrut. Let's see if I hit Alexia. X37 though. Wow, surprise. However, she's going to take half the damage still, which is... Oh no, it doesn't work on this. I forgot how evasion works. It's all or nothing, so she takes all 12. If you get hit by this, you take 12 damage. If you've succeeded, you take no damage.
Damage type?
Great question, Radiant. So you are resistant in any case.
So I will take 3?
Wait, no, if you succeeded, you take no damage. The DC's only 13.
Oh, damn.
It's an all or nothing beam.
Gotcha.
But unfortunately, it does put Alma down because she takes the full brunt of it.
Ooh.
And it take Amrut down too, oh no. The injector looks towards Judith. She's proven to be more of a foe than the injector expected. It moves over here to try to block you from getting to your allies. Or at least make it more advantageous if you try. With that said, Pascal's up. Pascal looks down to Phoenix and goes, "Where are you going?"
Got an idea.
He looks down to Lewis. Lewis, you can handle the rest of these?
Possibly?
But they didn't find out. He swoops over to Phoenix.
Take me down there.
Hop on. You're going. Those little feet of yours aren't going to get there fast enough.
Yeah.
And when he points to the hole, he will then use his action to dash on the wyvern and dash into the hole. When you get down into the hole, he lands you in this effed up room where this big ass bot is deactivated. And he looks at you and goes, "I hope you know what you're doing." What are you doing?
Gonna see if I can repurpose this thing. But I know it's not her turn yet, but as she walks that direction, she tells Paz, "I wouldn't let that old man take credit for me, and he ain't gonna take the blame. He didn't do this, Paz, I did." And then she's gonna get to work.
I'll spare you his shocked expression, but he is quite speechless.
Yeah.
All right, and you kind of head off towards the bot, and, well, thematically and awesomely, you're actually next.
Oh, I didn't realize her turn was next.
Me either. So I looked up, I was like, holy shit.
Do I have any inspiration left? I do not. Okay. Tinker's Tools.
Oh,
Yes,
sweet
baby.
baby. Sweet baby.
So
Jesus.
as she says that, she just turns back over to this bot, and before she turns it back on, she takes a real quick look at its circuitry, however this one is designed. And she's like, "I talked real nice to you before. Let's see if we can get you to listen to me now." She pushes her buttons, crosses her wires or whatever, and will power it up.
That observatory 4, I think? Check, yes, noise.
And as it's coming up, she's going to ask Paz real quick, "Can you get this thing up there?"
He nods. We'll have to stay down here.
"That's all right." She looks back to the robot. "New directive. Kill the Brox." And we'll send it on its way.
Can't believe you got that DC 25. Excellent. So yeah, this theme looks at you and he just confirms by spewing out steam, but also not immediately destroying you like you know he can.
Yeah, poor Wyvern's gotta carry this thing.
Wyvern looks, puts his legs onto it, and then on Pascal's turn, he'll bring it up, and then on your turn, we'll have you just take actions from the steamer.
Oh, I had meant on bonus action as she was going in to tell Jenkins protect them, because she has to use her bonus action, tell him what to do.
Sure.
So Jenkins is going to try to join Lewis. Lewis, do you seem to be running up towards the stairs?
Yep, that seems to be where he's heading.
All right, Jenkins is gonna. So as you're running that way, a robot joins you. His action. Yeah, he'll dash get a little bit closer. Want to make room for Lewis to join EOT.
Climb doors. Looking at the sky. What a wonderful day. Wonderful day to live. Wonderful day out here, isn't it? What should we name our kid? Now you said he wanted to be some type of bird name. I was thinking Falcon. It's got a nice ring to it.
Oh, damn, I climbed off.
And kind of just like looking back for a second, he just thinks of what to do.
Oh god, I'm about to sound real fucking stupid.
Honey, I think the kid is downstairs. Do you think you can try to take care of him? And he's just like cringing out of his ass saying that.
Kid's downstairs? Ah, this is one of those parent drills. Yeah, alright. I'll go get him. As a matter of fact, I don't like the name Falcon. I know, that sucks. Sora.
Alright. Things look dire down there, but Sora's job is clear. She is to make sure these enforcers can't join the fight. So she's gonna double down on the one she's on top of. Slamming down with the staff. For 13 bludgeoning.
Let me just move you real quick just to get to it. It's still live, just barely.
Alright, second attack with a punch coming down. For another 12.
Yeah, describe the kill.
So Sora does this graceful, almost backflip, but it's not a really fast backflip. She like does this floating motion, almost going in a slow motion in its arc as the staff comes swinging in, knocking the enforcer into the air, allowing her to twist around and sucker punch that thing off the cliff. And with her movement and bonus action, comes floating over, committing to combat with the last two, using her last attack on this enforcer here. Dashing down next to it.
You see it witnessing its friends get demolished. It tactically rolls out of the way, dodging the blow.
But she will not let these things join the fight. That is it for Sora this turn.
Yanu. Swipe, swipe, and miss, and bonus action. Miss, wow. So the program is studying, kind of Iron Man, Captain America style, studying this Dendo style. And as this program is adjusting, you see it start to dodge, predicting the strikes. And Dendo's like, huh? And since he's one of those angry kind of people, he doesn't adjust his method. He just starts swinging more angry. The creature easily starts to avoid them, reading all the techniques. It looks like we're going to need you after all, and it is your turn now. Bonanu.
Awesome. As Dondo has all of its attention, she's going to come running and jumps into the air, does a 180. She's going to use her tail trip to see if she can trip this thing down to the ground. Oh, sorry, it's a DC 14 dex save.
Okay, where are you? Here we go, enforcer. You see it, it just kind of does like a little skip. She's not used to the battlefield. This creature is a warrior now. He evades it.
Yeah, second attack with her quarterstaff.
Guess you were pissed because you got him.
A whopping 3.
The quarterstaff smacks him in the head. He turns and he looks down at you. And you see him, he just gets into his karate motion.
bonus action, she's going to disengage, but she's going to look past the enforcer to Dandu. Now!
You see, oh my wa! He's like coming down with his staff.
EOT.
Oh yeah, I got that. Tasha is Judith and Tasha just fighting this damn injector. She will, just to try to make sure she's getting off on these attacks. Fortunately, she didn't need it. It's the next ability attack or saving throw. And she does 8 piercing, followed up by 2 more attacks. He lands them all, wow. $27 damage. It looks like she's like, you can keep ignoring me. I'll just make you get destroyed sooner. Judith! Signaling you to do something. She doesn't know what you'll do, but she just calls your name.
Judith will, pretty sure that this injector robot can't really understand me. I'm gonna take a step up, and I'm gonna say, I'm Alexia for a master. You keep getting on your back a lot. And I will cast Healing Word. And I'm pretty sure I would have a good understanding of where Amrut keeps his potions. Can I just reach in and grab one?
Yeah.
And give it to him?
Does he have any?
I have one, just normal potion, yeah.
All right. While he's on the ground, I'll kind of reach my hand like deep behind, like deep in like the backside of his pants. Injector. While you've been focusing on me the whole time, the best part is all of my friends have been taking away all of your robo buddies, and I'll pop the top of the potion and put it in Amrut's mouth and give him a little on the cheek. All right, time to wake up. And then I can't technically move like to be in front of Amrut, but
Yeah, I get you.
you're not the only one who can move. Okay. And then oh shit. The steam golem is a baddie?
What?
No, Phoenix hacked the steam golem.
Oh, okay. The TV bot is gonna run over and try to get on top of this steam golem and try to yippee!
I believe they're downstairs.
They're
still.
in the hole, yeah.
Oh shit, they're still down. Am I still downstairs?
No, you're up.
No. Just Phoenix
thought I
went
was
down there to hack it, and Paz is going to bring it back up to help.
Yeah, the wyvern's gonna fly out next turn, yeah.
Sorry.
I know you're good.
You could
All right,
prepare
then I
to
will-
latch on.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll stand on top of the edge here and just prepare to jump when the steam golem comes up.
Excellent.
Live free or die. What? Is that a movie saying? I don't know. All right, that's it.
Excellent. The enforcers are up. The enforcer is up. He wants to pursue Bananu, but he's got this bigger beast here that he's got to manage. So as he sees him coming down for the attack, he attempts to evade, but also does like a spin kick into his face. The kick hits Dondo right in the face, but Dondo just kind of takes it. He's just sitting there, bruised cheek, and goes to deliver his attack, hopefully to success on his turn. And Alexia just goes, ugh. You take that to your face and then we'll talk. And she points at the crater as she stands up. All right, round 3. And she goes in for her attacks. Now, since she doesn't have to commit a turn to getting translucent up, and it doesn't go down, She's going to use her rose whip. She misses it. Creature just kind of jumps in the air, avoiding it. She comes around, spinning it around her waist, literally wrapping it, and eventually just slapping the creature in the face. And she gets her sneak attack, as long as an ally is within 5 feet of her. So she does that. Her 14 plus the sneak attack plus the +6. Just 32 damage, and then she gets her final third attack. She goes, "Yeah, I am a master," which also adds 6.
I can't do it, but Judith is like, I wish I could take a photo right now.
You will make the 2 on that 8 go up to 6 more. It's a 14 plus 6 plus 6 plus 32. So she wraps her whip around the injector. She breaks the 3 vials, and then as it goes to drill her, you see that she uses her whip and reverses the drill as she spins her whip around in the opposite direction. As the drill gets reversed, she pulls the whip off, kicks the tip of it, and piles it into the creature. Then she takes a heavy breather. She sits on the ground. Ugh. Oh, my back hurts. Oh, my back hurts. She seems semi-transparent too while she is translucent though.
Good job, I'm Alexia.
Yeah, it's earning my keep, I suppose. What do they pay me for? You've garnered their attention, Sora. They won't pass you. One of them takes 2 shots at you. The other one engages you in melee.
Okay. Each one's first attack is at disadvantage.
Enforcer's okay. So the Enforcer rifle, 24 to 15, nice. The next one's a critical miss. And then we've got the melee attack against you. The first one is a 22 that's brought down to a 22, unfortunately. Hitting you for 6. And then the final one is a 13 that misses. There's a 6 bludgeoning. And Amrut.
Alrighty. I'm gonna stand up first. Let's see. Seeing that the injector's down, and Alexia and Judith are both A-OK. I'm gonna make my way towards these other enforcers here at the top. And that's all I can do. Let's see, can I reach that far? Let me see.
You got one more rhyme spear. If you
Gotcha.
wanted
My
to.
spear's at 30. Is that 30 or is that 35 from that point?
There's 30. You getting got by 5 feet.
Yeah. Oh, so
I mean, I'll treat it like range attacks, and if you want to take a shot at disadvantage, you did earn inspo this session. You make it a flat roll.
I'll give that a shot. Sure, yeah.
You want to use the inspo to make it flat?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh shit!
Okay. There you go.
Well, you made it flat, so it's a crit. Use the inspo to make it flat.
God damn!
Yeah, you want to describe the kill because it's not taking that.
Gotcha. So Amrut, like, he seems very in like he's almost like a feral state. He'll just get up and just walk straight in a beeline, and then just and just from the blade, just red mist will form into another ice sphere and just jut out towards the enforcer.
There's some concerning.
Just charge, just stab into it.
I thought you were done. So as it ruptures its body and stabs into it, there's some concerning looks. Not from you though, because you don't see yourself. But Judith, and I won't even say I'm Alexia. She's too fucking tired. But Judith and Tasha, and Bananu noticed that Amrut's body has a flash of pink when he used the spear, but it goes back to normal the moment he hit the creature. But his skin was completely pink for like half a second.
That's the first time it's ever done that, right?
Yeah, it's the first time he's ever done it. But it was really quick. It could just be a trick of the mind.
I mean, I was talking to ducks earlier. That makes sense.
Lewis.
Lewis just having lost a little bit of his dignity in that moment, just like hesitantly grabs his sword and just starts trudging his way up the stairs. Save his life, just to save his life. And just like jumps onto the ledge as he goes for a slash on the proc. We shift that over to normal. Okay. Slash.
Yeah, that is.
For 10.
It
Still
survives.
standing?
Yeah, it survives.
Got it. Second slash. Going from like a upper slash and just trying to switching his grip to an underhand and tries to stab down.
Destroy it.
All right. Stabs directly into just above the eye socket toward where the main circuit board would be and just like twists the blade out. Yote.
All right, the procs are up and they turn to you and they begin firing at you. This one's gonna, she's someone in melee range, he'll move over here and try to claw you.
Reaction to deflect attack, disadvantage.
Excellent, excellent. Oh my god. You're still getting hit, Lewis. But why did I say oh my god? Because that deflect turned a critical into a 19 instead. So it helped. It helped.
Thank you, Jenkins.
So instead of me delivering to you 19 damage, you're only getting hit for 9 damage.
Oh, thank the gods.
As he stabbed you, Jenkins takes...
later.
Thematically, Jenkins takes a bit of the blow. Of course, he doesn't take any damage. But the attack hit, gets lessened against you. The eye beam also misses you. So that was a nice turn.
Hell yeah.
Oh, fuck, I forgot you guys destroyed it. I was like... Yeah, he's dead. I was just about to describe him stabbing Judith. Anyways. Pascal points to the wyvern with his action, and he has the wyvern use all of its might to bring this dude out, and the wyvern just kind of takes a well-deserved break on the edge. And at that same motion, TV Bot kind of leaps onto the back of it, I suppose. And Pascal looks at you and he goes, so you brought upon all this?
Wasn't what I intended. It's not what I was told. I wouldn't have done this on purpose. You know that. You know me.
Yeah. I guess hearing it confirms what I already know, you know? Hear what they say and what they do. Won't let them take you away.
You're not gonna sacrifice yourself for me, don't you frickin' dare.
Why don't we just run away? We join the others.
It don't work like that.
Let's see. Shit. What it is. It's still everything to me. And he's still shocked, so when he says it is what it is, he doesn't even realize the gravity of just deciding that he's just accepting that all this is alright.
Yeah.
But he just looks at you and he can't get past that essentially best friend relationship the two of you have. With that said, Phoenix, you could feel yourself, you're not like locked in, you don't got like tech hack machine, but you know it's under your control and it's carrying out your final commands. And as it gets to the top, I'm gonna be honest with you, Phoenix, you yet again did something I didn't think you could do. When I set a ridiculous DC for you. The Steam bot is going to immediately fucking prove its value as it jumps beyond Lewis and to this door. It slams its big ass arm through the door and rips a creature out from behind the door that was getting ready to reveal itself soon. It's definitely going to make this a lot harder. The Darkstalker Metal Series construct.
Oh God.
The what?
The what?
The Darkstalker Metal Series construct. Flamedoor's attempt at capturing the strength of the Darkstalker in the construct.
You stupid old
Hey,
git.
hey, before that big guy started hacking them, these are pretty solid city defenders. But he yanks it out, tosses it onto the floor before its arms spin up. And you get a little bit of an itch in your missing eye, Lewis, as you see a machine gun down the Stalker series. Stalker series owes us a deck save.
Oh God, poor Lewis. She didn't tell him that she was reprogramming the Steam thing.
Nope.
Stalker series fails.
Sorry.
Stalker series takes 33 damage, and you see it's just metal bits getting blown up. Metal Titans are about to happen. Lewis, it points its second gun at you, and it fires. Luckily, it's only targeting the proc in front of you.
You're on my side now. Knowing full well this thing can't respond to him.
No, it does do 33 damage to the proc in front of you, and the proc's first with its eye, you see its center eye just get blown out, and then its body gets ruptured. And then as it's preparing for a reload, the Stalker series gets aggressive. Phoenix, if you want to communicate with the other creature or try to climb out of here and begin your ascent, you can do something else. And of course, you could also use Jenkins.
Yeah, I would say, actually, yeah, she's gonna look in the water to see what else is in there.
You see in the water that there are other bots. One of the bots are... You probably don't want to release this mofo, but I'm gonna go ahead and share stuff to you for the sake of speed. You can scroll down. Oh no, there's way too much meta information here. I'll just show you the images. This is down there, but it has the exact same text around it as the one that you released, which is "Do not release under any circumstances." And yeah, it's down. That's down there.
Sorry, she's not gonna do. She's thinking back to the control panel that she hacked in earlier. Does she recall any buttons that might put an end to these things instead of them being alive in there?
Yeah, you think that if you go to the other machine and you pretty much reverse engineer what you did the first time, you can have them start destroying them. The reason why Clender probably didn't use it on... He had planned on scrapping him the next day, if you remember. But he probably wanted to see if he could control the big boy.
Lewis knew that. Phoenix didn't. So, yeah, Phoenix is gonna go to the control panel and try to deactivate them.
All right, give me another Tinker's Tool. That is a series of 3 checks, which you can make all in one turn. Let's see if you can get 20, 20, 20 again, or... No.
Oh, no.
So you're working it, but unfortunately, you do not get a pass this turn. Once you fail check, you have to stop.
Okay. That was definitely her action. Jenkins was told to protect them, so he is going to go over to this new monstrosity, not get in between the Steambot and him, give him still space, but try to hit this thing. Big pipe across the face.
Yeah, if it pipe across the face, it's true.
And that will be my EOT.
You just kind of smack it in the face, and it just kind of looks down at the bot, and then you see Flamedoor comes up. Oh, honey, says to Lewis. I forgot one thing. If we're not gonna go with Falcon, maybe Mockingbird. That sounds like someone that lead a revolution.
Just like trying to fight things off on top of the mountain, just like looks back, it's like, God damn it. And Junkbot is just like doing whatever it can to just like drag Kalemdor, but it doesn't have enough weight and it's just like being dragged along by the leg.
Yeah, the boss like just dragging. He looks down and is like, all right. And hey, don't forget, baby. You're my star. You willikers. He goes down the stairs. He like grabs the bot and he tells the bot, yep. You know, me and her getting down tonight, junk box. You're the only one with junk in the trunk. Let's go.
Meanwhile, the bot. Danger.
Yeah,
Danger.
All right, speaking of danger, this creature not getting hit that bad by Jenkins, but receiving a shit ton of damage from the steam, leaps over Jenkins and lifts up, starts tearing into the machine.
Reaction deflect attack.
All right, there's advantage on that first claw. They can get miss. The next claw misses naturally, and finally a bite, which lands. The bite drops the creature prone, potentially. It doesn't drop the creature prone, but it does do 23 piercing to it. It rips into the creature, proving the strength of the Darkstalkers of Metal Rain's past. It roars. She's robotic in nature, but also beastly. Stalker series is just getting warmed up. And Sora, you're up.
Sora is going to try and clean things up here. Swinging down with her golden staff. 22.
And she will choose to dismount from her staff with this attack, dealing 5 extra damage with her missing key points. For 17 bludgeoning, or 18 bludgeoning.
Damage, but I'll allow it.
Damage, yeah. And will follow up with 2 golden punches.
That hits.
For 8.
Well, describe the knockout.
So this thing sees Sora's staff where it comes in, completely clotheslining out its legs, making it go horizontal to the ground, and then just one of these large punches cratering it right back into it. As she is breathing heavy, but she can't help but look back up towards the maelstrom, seeing what's happening above.
When you look up above at the maelstrom, we let us return to the epic bout. More of the wyverns are just getting smoked. The creature has sustained some damage. Good old Mother Nature, but so has Mother Nature and Vern. Deducting hit points real quick. You see that Mother Nature is in fact contending with a creature extraordinarily powerful, but she cannot do so forever. And as she sends out an array of explosive light towards the creature, it washes over the entire city, illuminating it as she jams her staff down onto the back of Vern, who doesn't seem to mind as the light doesn't hurt him at all. The light covers the Peacekeeper, blinding it and eroding many of its bits. And as she catches her breath, you just see the chest of it's opened, huge blue bubbles. She glasses directly at Sakura, but Vern, seeing that they can't dodge, bites her, literally tearing its jaws into her shoulder, trusting that the pain would be far less. She tosses her. The explosion erupts into Vern. The chaos kicks everyone away, including her. The point-blank explosion instantly kills Vern. And the glass extends so far down onto the battlefield that all of you owe me a strength saving throw, as the wind may knock you prone, but luckily you won't get hit from any of the damage.
Everybody from both maps?
Oh yeah, the whole city is being knocked prone right now, instead of being turned to dust.
When the
DC is 20. If you cannot make that, or if you did not make that, then you are on your ass right now.
We don't move though, right? We just fall down where we
No,
are.
no, you just get knocked prone.
Okay, good. Whew.
Big ass shockwave.
Yeah, as you see that more than half of the wyverns at this point in time are dead. Mother Nature is falling in the sky, but as she spins her staff around, her hair almost forms like wings behind her. And you see that she begins turning into a tree, literally. A massive tree begins covering the sky. Its roots shoot down onto the ground. And you're looking at an 120-foot tree in the center of the map. And the creature just stares at her. And you don't know if it's staring back, but you remember in the early editions of Wizards Weekly, this was a purple tree in it. It was not this big. This tree is big enough to, well, it's a 120-foot tall tree. You can get the picture, can't you? But coming from the tree is an array of beaming roots that pierce right through the Peacekeeper's armor. And the Peacekeeper starts getting ripped up and torn asunder. And in a last-ditch effort, the wind turbulence spins, terramorphing the battlefield once more as she screams Storm Lord's thunder.
Oh.
And you can see that this is one of the most powerful creatures contending with something designed to end worlds. The lightning spews, blowing off one of the arms of the Peacekeeper and the other one half of its face. And as it radiates another blue beam, she focuses all of her energy onto the center of its chest, where one final explosion destroys the rest of the minor wyverns and injures the two big ones, the children of Vern, as she called. Just then left, you see the tree rapidly turn small, and Sakura falls, unconscious, falling towards the ground, but Bakara swoops her up, and the creature is no more. Finally, as ugly as this guy looks, her last-ditch effort to destroy the creature, to which is insane that she was successful. You've never seen such beauty. Such is the way of Mother Nature. Take your turn, Sora.
Sora, in this moment, seeing such a beautiful sky from such a otherworldly spectacle, she's laying prone, but the giant monkey girl just lets out a sigh and lays fully onto her back. Hi. And ends her turn there.
Oh. Dando can hopefully close this out. Come on, Dando! No! No! There we go. He got him. He got him. Yes, he kills him, yes. He destroys it and looks at Bananu and just says, first try, even though she saw him miss twice.
Your secret's safe with me.
And the people in the bottom have finished their fight. There's just the fight up top in this corner here. But the Golem, the Steam Golem, honestly outclasses the Stalker series so much that I'll have Lewis give me his best description on how him and the Steam Golem defeat the Stalker series. We'll trade off time for you taking 20 damage, Lewis, and the Steam Golem taking 80.
Okay. So let me apply that damage while I'm describing. As the Stalkers tries to just like rend apart the Steam Golem, Lewis by its side, and just seeing that this thing seems to have changed sides for one reason or another. Okay, may as well see what I could do. As he just like applies all the force he can into the ground, stepping over the various corpses of procs around him. As he digs into the ground, slashing upwards at the Stalker, knocking its head upwards for the Steam Golem to slash at one of its saw blades into the neck. And as the Stalker tries to reel again for a secondary slash, using that same momentum, slams his shield into the leg to cause it to just kneel down as the Steam Golem slashes down, cutting the head off.
And as it cuts the head off, just because to make it worse for you, it sticks its machine gun into the Stalker's body, spinning its bullets and riddling the inside of it too.
Lewis just like has a visible like cringe to his body just hearing that sound again.
You also hear a hit me with your best shot. as the TV bot is cheering on from above.
You see that the steam golem has completed its task, and immediately where it's standing deactivates. And as we leave initiative, Sora, you rapidly reduce back to your normal size. As the transformation your first time was just so much to handle. The world gets darkened. Give me a con save to maintain your consciousness.
Okay. Oh, not +3.
You maintain it. You still kind of fall. You're already prone, but you still almost black out. And yeah, we're no longer in combat.
She reaches behind her. Does she still have a tail?
Yeah, the tail. You still have it.
Oh yes, I have a tail.
She has a tail, everyone. We got tails. Oh yeah. And she slowly transforms back. Don't worry, it's rough the first few times.
Ugh, why is it? Why does it taste like acid? Ugh.
Oh, we made it out in one piece, huh?
What happened? What? Oh. Can't move.
Down below, Phoenix turns towards Paz. I need you to do something for me.
Yeah.
We all know that when this gets out, I want you to be the one to take me in, please.
See him, he's crying, by the way. He doesn't have, his face doesn't look crinkled or anything. He's a pretty strong, stern look, but tears are rolling down his eyes as he just casually goes, Phoenix, you're under arrest.
And she submits to him.
The chains are, the handcuffs are so loose on you that you could probably slip your hands out. He's probably hoping you'll just run off, and he tried his best to stop you. He even shows you they're loose. He's like, whips them off your hands. And he locks them and then slides them onto your wrist. And as he walks you out, eventually you guys would get outside, and some Sky Knights are coming in the area, eventually just watching you all. And one of the Sky Knights is, the leader of the Sky Knights. And she's coming over here because if it's robots, it's just started up here, it's clam door, and General Zebulon looks around at everyone. And she gets the explanation, I suppose, as she talks to Pascal. You say, Phoenix, as the general looks at you.
If Paz is doing his job and saying what she told him, then she will keep her mouth shut. But if he's struggling to say what happened, or if he starts to fib for her, she will speak up.
You can see that he doesn't say anything at first. It's his job to report to her, but General Zebulon, she looks at you, and did you do this?
Unintentionally, yes. I have turning myself in.
Gal goes, it was unintentional, but he knows that doesn't matter. It matters to an extent. There's a difference between wanting to destroy the city and not, but still being the cause of it is too big to ignore. But he tries to stress that it's unintentional, and the general just goes, I apologize, young Sky Knight. I'm afraid we need to take you into custody now. You must be tried. Court of law. The councils decide her fate.
She will look towards Paz just real quick, say, take care of Jenkins for me. Knowing he has no clue what to do with the Jenkins, but he'll figure something out.
He nods to you, and the general commandeers his wyvern. And she, just to be safe, she sees that the chains aren't good on you. So she is going to use her powers, and she is going to ghost chain you. I'm assuming you don't resist, so you just get ghost chained.
No.
Have a duration, you either get out of them or you don't. So she ghost chains you to the wyvern, and last we see a Phoenix this session. Do you have any like last look or anything you say to Lewis as they're taking flight on the wyvern off?
No, I think she just goes off in silence.
Okay. Lewis, do you have any last look or do you yell anything as they take off? I mean, you also know the gravity of the situation and she admitted to it. You're talking, Lewis, you're muted.
God damn it. Hold on.
SMH.
You're talking, yes. Okay. Yes.
Okay, working now?
Yes, it's working.
There you go.
Okay, good. Had to restart my program. Lewis, seeing Phoenix admit to it, thinks for a moment to try to speak up about it, but he turns toward Clemdor, who is in a current deranged state and could barely take care of himself and has to bite his tongue to prevent himself. And seeing her get dragged away, there's a look of almost guilt across his face as he watches the wyvern start to take off. And he mouths a single word. Sorry. And just stares at the ground in silence as she's brought away.
See Jenkins standing next to you, and Pascal walks over to Jenkins. Come with me, little guy. Oh, it's your big guy these days. Jenkins. It's Phoenix. Yeah. He closes. He just squeezes his eyes shut. Yeah. I get you, buddy.
You know which prison she's being brought to?
Only one prison. In the lower half of the city. Dump. Vigorous crime is an all-time low. Prisons can account for half of that. Where she's going, no one should ever go. Yes, I know where they're taking her. And when he tells you, you just kind of remember, like, you probably discarded it to your mind since you're from here, but there's only one prison. And it gives you Riddick vibes and that hole in the ground that goes deep, deep beneath the city itself. Poorly managed, they don't even get to see the light of day, and they certainly don't get freedom of, basketball time and other stuff that you usually get in the court. No free time to themselves. It's a cell all the time. And really crappy meals twice a day.
Shit.
What are you thinking about? You thinking about busting her out? I know a way in from behind, but what am I saying? She wouldn't want us to bust her out. We get caught, it's all of us then.
If we did, we may as well
we'll
be
try.
thrown
Outside our pride.
Maybe we try. We try to get her out of there.
Enough.
And then he
She
realizes
made
what
the
he's
decision
saying.
to turn herself in.
He realizes what he's saying. He's just like, oh, you're right.
Damn it. Why the hell didn't I stop her? Why the hell didn't I try to stop her sooner?
And hope we can get her a good lawyer.
Here's the open. And he just starts walking forward. I got a class to check on.
All right. And that's the last we see of you, unless you have something else you want to do right now.
At the moment, he's just trying to walk back toward the harpy and, if at all possible, trying to bring Clemdor along with him. Actually, before that, he would at least try to bring Clemdor to the machine.
You
Just to
see,
see if he's been active.
yeah, I mean, when you go see Clemdor, you see that he's sleeping in the puddle at the bottom of the mountain, or the bottom of his immediate location.
Come on. Tries to just like carry him on his back and climbs up toward the tower. Trying to bring him back to the machine.
Gotta get lunch. Gotta eat lunch and fix up the lemonade for the ground beef. Gotta put the lemonade on the ground beef. Lydia, is that you?
He doesn't say anything.
Alright. I was thinking about the names and yeah, I saw Phoenix. No, that's not a good name. That's not. Yeah, I like it. Kind of like that. No. What do you think, Doctor?
It's perfect. With
Perfect.
just a fully straight face.
Yes, you're the expert, Doc. So I guess that's gonna be the name, Lydia, if you like it. Oh, you love it. Oh, nice. Wow. Are you sure you don't want to be Falcon? All right, fine. Phoenix it is. And you just kind of walk away with him, but he's in no condition to even begin repairing any of this. And you can see the inside of his laboratory is about as poor as the outside.
All right. Better with me than anybody else right now, I guess. And proceeds down toward the harpy.
Sure. Ahead of you in the distance, you see Pascal walking with Jenkins. They're quiet. They don't spare you any more words than you then might imagine. And that's what we got from you for tonight. Down here on the other side, as you guys are all catching your breath, you can see the wyvern. The wyverns are swooping down, exhausted from their fight. They land right next to you, and you see that Mother Nature is unconscious. As they're really big creatures with rune powers, but they don't have any means to heal her, so one of them just kind of barks at you aggressively, like it'll destroy you if you don't help it. Not that it needs to be aggressive, but it's kind of panicking, and it also lost its parent in Vern. So Bakar's like, as Mother Nature lays there unconscious.
Someone's gotta help her.
Sora, unable to get up, just shakily holds a hand up to Columbine. Oh, big, scaly puppy. Oh.
Judith is next to Quill, and she's like, before all this, the wyverns came down. Judith went up to Quill immediately after the last little battle thing, and would have been like very proud of Quill, thinking back to when when he tried to leave, and she said that he thought he would be a good hero, and seeing how he sacrificed his life for the young girl, she'd be very, very proud to have known him as a friend. Hopefully that's what she saw him, or he saw her as. And then hearing the ruckus of all these wyverns and calling, she'll just kind of get up and start walking over.
And you see Dando realizing he had an epic fight with his sister, so he was kind of like just in kind of a sugar high of that, and he runs over and she's Tasha's on her knees, and I'm gonna let you just stand there looking down, her gripping her fist, and Daniel's like, oh no, quick. He runs, jumping over this spot here, sliding towards Quill, grabbing him by his feathers. Quill, come on, quit playing. I know you wanted to be an actor, a performer, instead of all this. Tell me this is your greatest act. And Joshua looks at him. He's crying profusely. She tells Dando, no. I checked. He's gone. He's soul swapped. He didn't even know that monkey chick. Why? Alexia just says, you didn't know Quill. He may have always seemed, to many people, scumbag, because that's how he carried himself. But his heart was too big for his chest. He just wanted to be somebody, or anyone. And this is his way of showing the world who he really was. Our final actions speak louder than most. She gets down to a knee. She just kind of like puts her finger on the top of his beak, running it to the front of it. You did good, Quill. I won't forget you. Daniel's like, but the good guys always win. I'm Alexia. We did win. They win with a prize. If they win at all. And Daniel just looks at his sister lying on the floor. They win at a prize. Well, then if that's the case, I suppose I do need to keep this line of work. After all, I'm Alexia. The only one who can pay that price if someone gets between me and her. It's me. And they're going to be mourning for a while, so we'll leave it at that for that group. What else you doing?
Amrut. I see Amrut walking close to Sakura there and say, do you have something?
He'll reach and don't see that the potion he had is gone. Shit. Then he'll try and reach out to her again with his innate magic, but he doesn't have anything there either.
It's okay, Amrut. If this is the true Mother Nature, then I'm sure she'll be just fine. If you just close your eyes and wish.
Maybe there's something in the heartbeat.
As I say that, I guess healing word.
God, you're scaring me.
That was my last spell, so
yeah,
it was close to that. She would have survived.
Magic pours into Sakura's body, and the wyverns watch, ever protective over her. Mommy's okay, says to her children. She looks at the sky of the ashes, her family destroyed, hundreds of wyverns she's raised for a part of many, many decades.
You okay?
Looks to you all. She stands up. Down at the city that's ruined, she says, no.
Let us know what we can do.
She sees that you guys put in a lot of work here, she tells you. You did well. Good job, Rune Warriors. And then she remembers you. I know you from somewhere. And she thinks about her air streams that she connects throughout the entire world. She can never focus on all of them at once. There's too many people to protect. But she remembers the devil and sending through that surge of energy that you're not alone. She smiles. She doesn't spare that information to you. But you've all experienced and heard the whisper of Mother Nature's voice before. Bakari, Columbine, fly. And as they take off, she tells you all, good luck. And she flies throughout the city, to render aid wherever aid needs to be. You could feel the pain in her, though she didn't shed any tears for Vern. You know the pain was tremendous, but the world needs a leader. They need to see that she's in one piece, that she's together. But she will cry. She'll do that later. As Mother Nature takes off, it's just the rest of you to spare me your last moments of the session.
But Nanu, now that Mother Nature's been taken care of, she's going to slowly approach these crew of people, and she's going to take off the cloak that has attached itself to her and try to hand it to them. I don't know what he did, but I can give you this back.
You take it off, it just immediately jumps back onto you, wrapping around you.
Oh, well, I thought I could give it back. I'm really sorry. I don't know why he did that.
Dano looks at you. Grits his teeth. Well, I guess... who knows what he was thinking? Goes off to his sister, but Tasha tells you. This is just what it takes to be at the academy. You've got that book. Make a decision. Not now, but in the future. Suppose if you want to honor Quill's name, you can quite literally take up his mantle. She points to the cloak wrapped around you. But I don't think that he'd want you to feel like you owed him. So remember, the decision is yours. How you honor this being is entirely up to you.
She will, cross her arms, not in, an upset way, but in an almost, comforting yourself kind of way. And she'll just look down at Quill and say, "Thank you. I won't forget you."
And, you guys look down. That's the three of you for the session. Quill is gone. Fallen friend. Your last moment, Judith or Amrut, or well, we'll close out with Sora.
What the hell was that?
I don't know, but can we tell that if it seemed like it be coming from the top of where Clamdor is, the peak?
You could see the peak and see smoke, but you can't see anything going on up there.
Okay. I'd say that something happened up at Clamdor's place as well. Hopefully the other is okay.
We gotta
You
go
okay?
there and find Lewis and Phoenix.
Yeah. I'm sure they were able to take care of themselves, but who knows if something else is gonna happen. Yeah, okay. I'm happy to go whenever everyone's ready. And she'll kind of walk past. You see, she's a little distracted, I guess. But then she'll kind of turn around and say, "Oh, when you used your rhyme sphere, your whole body turned pink. I don't know what that was about, but you look like Terma for a flash. It's just something to keep in mind."
He'll just look at Judith for a moment. I'm sure it's fine.
Hey, I'm sure I was probably just seeing things. The whole battle was pretty intense. But yeah, I'm ready whenever I see Sora and Dondo and Manamu having a moment over there. So Judith will just come over here and just help Alexia and Tasha with Quill and getting his body, taken care of. And to Tasha, who she was impressed with that cool little light thing she did. But she'll just say, "You're a very strong fighter. I'm sorry I doubted you."
When you doubted me?
Oh, I guess that wasn't clear. No, I'm not. Never mind. I didn't doubt you for a second. That's
She shakes her head.
that's a 15, by the way.
Oh, it's a 15. Okay. I actually need to make an insight. Oh.
But yeah, she'll spend time with that and
Insight,
to go in there with
intelligence or wisdom? She's not skilled in it.
it's insight is wisdom.
Okay. She's too tired. She just looks at you and nods and looks down at her fallen friend as the three of you lift his body up. He's not that heavy because he's small, but it felt like more like an honorable thing, like carrying the casket out as all three of you lift him up.
Hopefully we don't lose more of our friends like this.
That's when she says something that's obvious. Well, I hope Phoenix and Lewis are okay. They were nowhere near any of this.
Yeah, me too. I'm sure Lewis did what he could to protect her.
Amrut, do you have a final scene for yourself?
He'll just look up at the towards the mountain. And then he'll hear like a noise to his left, and he'll look back and see like the enforcer here on his left. He's still kind of like twitching around, and then he'll move rather quickly on it, and he'll just get down and just whether people see this or not, he just starts just stabbing into it over and over and over again, and almost in like a rage. Then he'll just kick it off of the cliff. Then he'll look back up to the mountain, and that's it.
Right. You can feel your rhyme spear. You'd always had a corrupted spear, corrupted rune to an extent. Now you've inherited rhyme spear from a once corrupted creature. While the both of you have improved, there's still that bit of infection, I suppose is a good word. You feel your rhyme spear and you think that it's changing you. For the better or for the worse, you don't know. But you know one thing's for certain. Right now, you still need to use that thing. In any case, as far as you're barely able to move, your body's literally crapped out. You just have Bananu and Dandel hovering over you, looking down.
Bananu's laying on the ground next to her.
Oh, gotcha.
Did I look cool?
Amazing.
I bet Quill has his feathers all ruffled up right now.
Oh. No, I'm afraid not.
Why are you wearing his cloak?
He kinda gave it to me when he gave me his life force.
What?
I don't know. It started to rain from the sky and it was black. And next thing I know, I wake up and he's laying on top of me. And I try to get up and his cloak comes on my shoulders. I tried to give it back, but it didn't want to go.
Ando?
It's true. Damn fool gave his life. But it's what he wanted. He's like trying not to be mean to Bananu. He doesn't dislike Bananu, but he just hates that his friend died.
You just see Sora's eyes begin to well up and stream down her face. I thought she takes in this like shaky inhale. Aethon?
Oh, where did we leave that at? It was cracked, but the thing inside was moving, right?
Yeah, we can assume you probably pocketed it or something.
Yeah, she would have brought it over. He's weak. You have anybody that can help him?
Sora would, with every ounce of her strength, at least try and get into a sitting position to set the egg into her lap, just look down into it.
Okay, then it helps you sit up and you look into the egg. It is cracked. You can see the mutant bird inside, and it's in perfect health. You can see a green energy of veins on its body, similar to the energy that you saw around the wyverns when they took flight. Mother Nature, you didn't even notice, but she restored health to the creature. She flew off.
Sora faintly smiles down, looking at it, before finally her mouth begins to wobble, and she just reaches out one arm around Bananu and one arm around Dondo and just begins to wail and cry. Just completely inconsolable.
Daniel's quiet for the first time, shadowed over his face. He holds you tight. He doesn't ever want to let you go. He knows he's gonna have to, but right now he's just holding you tight.
Yeah, Banana doesn't have any words. She's just going to sit with you in the grief.
And that is how I would like to leave Sora, expressing her own grief. The loss of her first rival, Quill. Someone she remembered sharing what was a comic for the first time. Fighting playfully in the ring during that game. She thought if she had used this power, she could save as many people as she could. And now someone dear and close to her is gone. And now she can't help but just worry, hoping Phoenix and Lewis are okay, as she embraces her brother and Bananu. And that's where we'll end with Sora.
Excellent. And elsewhere, the city is experienced to Judith. Judith, this has never happened to you before. And maybe it has. Should I leave that up to you? But your rune, your light rune, shows you other places in the world. This just kind of forcefully occurs to you. You get flashes of other sections of the city. You could see that the blue note, half of it's destroyed. And you can see that Creed is under a pile of rocks. But as there's the visions watching Creed, you see him pick up the rocks. His cloak is torn. There's just shreds. His body's full of blood. And he lifts it up with insane strength that he's never shown before, displayed. And he probably didn't know he had. He pushes the rock over and he looks down at a little kid, about 6 years old. On the way. Creed's got you. You all right? You saved this kid's life. In other places in the city, you even get a vision of the enemies. You see Grail or Grill. He's got many names. They all start with G. You see that he's his keep or his kingdom or his little thug land he's got going on there. Half of his team is taken out. He's got a few big minotaurs behind him. He's smoking a cigar. He's just quiet, looking at all the devastation around him. And then you see something you don't want to see. Maybe you do. It's Morgan. He goes, "Oh, you think these visions are you?" And the vision ends.
Did it? So it wasn't my Lightroom. Like, it didn't feel like my other Lightroom thing does, right?
No, at first you would assume because your rune felt like you light up, but instead it was his rune tapping into your body, showing you some of the destruction of the city.
I think at first, like after she would like kind of guess feel the light rune. You mean like the tattoo or birthmark thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like she would feel that start to get hot, and like she would have flashes of like what that means, and her body would start to panic a bit, and then she would start to see all these different things. And like when you were explaining it, I was imagining like looking at something, and like zooming, flashing with like a bunch of lights, like going from one place to the other. And at first she would be like in panic, but then it wasn't hurting, and it didn't seem. And then it became curious. Then she saw that little moment with Creed, and then it wasn't until, and then she was kind of getting a little comfortable with it. And then at the last second, when she saw that it was J.P. Morgan, there'd be a lot of feelings, mostly pissed off feelings towards J.P. Morgan. And she would try to yell at him, but I don't think that works.
Seems gone. Seems to like messing with you.
Did I see where that was?
No, you just kind of get like his face and like nothing else. It's just faces in your mind.
Got it.
It doesn't like show you an actual vision of where he is. And yeah, and there's more to that. There's a lot going on for all of you. Like Lewis probably not realizing one of his arms just seems to be permanently covered in that black dragon arm instead of his metal arm for a time. And Amrut might have discovered that the blood in his hands is not blood as it washes away. They're just red on their way to pink. And Phoenix, cuffed and flying to Downfall, where she sees a large, dark hole. And several ogres come out and take her and carry her into the shadows with everyone screaming, "Oh, look at the short girl! Oh, look at the little one!" They're throwing stuff at her. And the guards are like just not letting her get pelleted. Some of them are getting her, but they're just blocking her as they move through this crappy place. Smells of piss and vinegar, and it's not well kept. There's mold everywhere. And they travel into this dark abyss. Sora, you can feel Ogobos's gaze upon you as you just kind of break down and just hear a little bit of a "You're coming for me." A little bit of everything for a little bit of everyone. But there's one more thing. And this is really where we'll end. But if busy and if you can manage, you can walk us out.
Apologies for audio quality. My laptop decided to crap out, but working on my phone. Still good?
Yep.
Okay, making sure it's manageable. As the fight finally starts to settle down, and as the intensity starts to cool, deep within Icarus, in a room completely dark, one where light cannot reach, but a space in which a certain individual is capable of seeing everything. A dark figure sits alone on his throne. His figure is completely obscured. His teeth are fully clenched as the rumbles from Sakura's fight shakes the foundations. His hands clench against the throne as one final boom resounds. Not yet.
as white mist slowly trails across the room as he sits alone on his throne, awaiting time in which the world truly needs him. Until now. But for now, he waits.
Thank you. And that concludes episode 27, Phantoms of Ghost. Thank you all for viewing. Everyone say goodbye to the stream.
Bye, sir.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
See you.
bye, 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 bye.
I'll see you all in 30 seconds.
Out of fear, we kept running, tried to hide away. Can you hear? War is coming, beckoning our fate. This is the day that we stand up. This is the day we fight. We'll take our place, we won't give in. Our victory is in sight. Only a sword in our hand, but we enter the lion's den. We're not waiting for a war. We bring the war to